got you spellbound, so sweet, for one of hell's hounds. So sugarcoat me in your energy, sugarcoat me in your
fresh like a breeze in the sauna. Yeah, I can get whatever with no boner. Yeah, tryna get around and be on the. Yeah, candy that's around really Wonka. Yeah.
Welcome everyone to the Canceled Show. I'm your host, Rashad Dyson. Well, actually, I'm 1/3 of your hosts. There's also Manny and G Chavez, aka the Silver Fox. Normally they're here, but they're a bunch of nice guys. They're always late for charity events, so they're not here doing this promo. But if you tune in 9 to 11 on Fridays, you'll catch all three of us together, and you'll hear funny comedy and edutainment and intelligent conversations, or you'll just hear all three of us Christians talking about moral values. Either way, you're going to want to tune in 9 to 11 on Fridays. The Canceled Show.
Yeah. They say I walk like a king, talk like a king. You can act around now, say the same thing. They chasing the fame, they all want the name, but they ain't got what's running through these veins. Say I walk like a king, talk like a king. You can act around now, say the same thing. They chasing the fame, they got what the name, but they ain't got what's running through these veins. Make way for the
Thank you, dude. Welcome to the Cancel Show. I'm G, the third wheel of the group.
Yo, what up? And it's Manny, one of the hosts.
And I'm your host, Rashad Dyson.
Yay.
Here we are in the building.
Our special guest. What do you want to call you, man?
Man, just call me man. This
G Money. Easy. Little trigger.
Emanuel, you know what I'm saying? On the ones and twos. Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yes,
Yay.
sir.
Oh man, how are you brothers today, man? How was your week?
Man, busy.
Busy.
Working like a slave, you know.
I can relate.
I feel the hell out of that.
A regular slave or a Hebrew slave? Because, you know,
Hey,
Hebrew
ain't no
slave.
I don't know, but
Does your back hurt?
Okay.
Mine does right now.
All right,
Yes,
all right.
sir.
I'm indoor. That's all I can say then.
I'm indoor, but it's still cold.
You house nigga looking at
Ooh, while she running.
I'm
She
saying.
running.
Y'all boys loud.
Better not be snitching on me.
Yes,
Better
sir.
not.
Yes, sir.
He running, boss.
Hey, thank you, Big Duke.
Okay.
As our engineer extraordinaire.
The one that makes it happen.
Appreciate you.
Our permanent engineer, right?
Permanent?
We don't know yet. Question mark? Question mark? I don't know. He's already. We had no one running the show.
Right.
Guys.
I'll figure it all out.
Guys? Where's the play button?
Are we recording?
Nope, that's not it.
Man, it is a pleasure and an honor, man. Thank you, E, for coming, man.
No problem.
For people that don't know, this is how can we explain this? He
Tell the truth.
taught both of us.
Yes.
Our teacher is
Yes. At one point has been both of our mentors, teacher, big brother, advisor, all of
spiritual
that.
advisor. Yeah.
Person who talks us off of the ledge when we're about to do some real stupid shit.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with me, boss. All glory go to the Lord, man. All glory go to God, man.
Yes, man.
I don't receive none of that. It's all good, boss, man.
But
It's all good.
yeah. Also came through the lineage of Teach as well, aka
Man, big ups, Teach.
Yeah.
Steve Tygon, for real.
Steve Tygon.
Yes.
You know, appreciate you, Steve Stevens. Appreciate you. But yes, so I'm glad I got you here.
Yeah.
As
I
I
know
said,
it's been a long time.
yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
since we've seen each other.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes, sir.
Wow. How long teach?
Bro,
5?
Man, probably
Or
more
more.
than that, man.
I'm gonna say 8.
I know the last time that I saw you guys, I told you I was at what is your student's name? You say Juan, right?
Juan.
Yeah, that's the last time I saw you and Rashad.
Man, I've had like 2 marriages since
One.
then.
Oh yeah, because I brought him out there. He wanted to learn.
Nah, 2.5.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
used
and
to
I
teach
was
him.
highly disappointed with my students.
Nah, man.
Yeah, because they were just so much energy. Like, hey, pay attention. He was just, he could not teach
all
it.
Your students are special.
Yeah, yeah, I was giving that special asshole.
They just special. Okay, they just special.
Well, yeah, man, it's been a good minute, man. It's been Man, it's been a while.
I know that I know the last time I spoke with y'all, man, and we hooked up. I know Rashad, me and him was sparring in the kitchen of one house.
Yep.
Yeah, for real. He was trying to find out more techniques from me. You know what I'm saying? He was bugging me like
every
man,
time.
Let's lock up. Every time he see me, we used to work together, man.
Yeah.
Like he would always come around the corner. You know what I'm saying? In his sword hand ready. And
Yeah,
he wanted to
exactly.
lock up. Yeah, so man.
I think at one point you used to get in trouble like a lot more, right? You did more training than you actually did work.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying, but I'm just saying.
He's trying to get prepared.
Yeah, I gotta get prepared. You know, I'm just like, say, E, let's lock up right quick.
Yeah, man.
And he'd be like,
get this work done.
he'd be like, hey, did you do the pool yet? No, I'm about to get to that, but like,
Pick up that side of the property.
Hey, you know, he was like, all right, come on.
that's how he was. That's what he was like, all right, come on, hurry,
Really
quick.
was.
Man, we locked up so many times in the shop, bro. For real. We be on lunch break.
On lunch break,
Right there
yeah.
by the shop. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Getting it in. Yes, sir.
No, that is funny. Yeah, because I remember that you were getting in trouble a lot.
Yeah,
He was in a stage of rebellion, you know?
Yeah, that's what it was.
we all go through that stage.
You know? Yeah, dude, wow, man. But I see him now, like, man, like, proud of you, man. When I walked in the building here, I was like, man, this
Appreciate
dude
it.
came a long way.
Yeah.
Proud of you, man. Proud of you guys.
Thank you so much, man. I mean,
Proud of
it's
you guys.
and I mean, we had a conversation earlier, and I said that I learned a lot from you. You taught me, like I said, Grandmaster Steve taught me how to build a strong body. Master Cassius taught me how to be technique-wise, technical, and stuff like that. You taught me spirituality, which, if I know for a fact that that's what I was missing in my martial arts, was spirituality, because I know how to defend and break down the body, but I didn't have nothing to replenish my, to balance me out. And I feel like now more than ever, we need that in this world.
Oh, most definitely. Man. Like, that's one of the goals, one of the things I tell y'all back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, talk about the mind, body, and soul, you know what I mean? But we forget about the spirit. The
Yeah.
power that binds all things in existence, you know what I mean? And so, if you don't have that concept, man, then, your art will not be complete or whole,
Yeah.
So, like, that was one of the many philosophies, you know what I mean, that I try to teach y'all, man.
Yeah, I
You gotta
think
have the spirit, man.
me and you were joking about it when I first met you, because you came to class. We were training with when I was training with my teacher. I think you introduced us, and I asked you who was your master, and you were just like, my master is everywhere, and I would be like, huh? What?
My master's all around.
Yeah, I was like, no, who taught you? You'd be like, my.
It's like he did.
You my teacher.
He goes, you're my teacher. This right around you is my teacher. I'm like,
And just
I don't know about this guy.
like cherry blossoms just fall from the sky every time he talks.
Yeah, man, hey, it's about paying attention, man.
But I mean,
You have to take the steps of no step.
Yeah.
you have to walk with no legs. What?
I don't understand.
Breathe with no air.
You must breathe with no air.
This guy, I think he's trying to kill me. Wants me to suffocate. I don't know.
No, but like,
Y'all
just
boys
how do
wild,
you?
man.
But how do you do that kick right? You must kick without kicking.
First visualize.
Exactly. It's like,
Think you can what? I'm thinking I can see it. I'm thinking, but I can't do it.
You must first conceive of the kick before you can kick.
no, I remember one time you gave me something. You said, "What do a sun, a seed, a plant? I think a plant, and
No, we were talking about the word of God, like say that if you was just in any good advice, like especially when the word of God, somebody maybe a Christian, just a believer, it say that one sows, one waters, and God give the increase. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at God's word like that, that same foundation can be received in anything. You know what I mean? Like it can be kung fu, it can be your best friend, it can be your mom.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's what you do with it. You know what I mean? To know that the understanding comes from God. You know what I mean? So that's when the seed has been sown, information, somebody come by to water that information, and then God will give you the understanding on both parties. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty much it, man. Y'all gonna get me started, man.
yeah, no. Like I said, stuff like that always stuck with me, and like growing up, like now that I'm a teacher, I would say before, I use a lot of those stuff that. Yeah. Well, I find myself saying the same thing that you guys would say. Yeah. Oh, you punk mother. Oh, yeah. just
now do you understand why every now and then he would just shut the school down?
Yeah.
I mean, let's keep it all the way real.
Hey, he just had one of those. I can't deal with. I can't deal with these kids today.
But then we would go to work the next day, and he'd be like, "Hey, Rashad, I was thinking about this one technique. Let's go through it right quick." Yeah. Next, you know, all right, cool. And then later on, hey, Rashad, there was this other technique. I saw you do it. All right, let's go over it one more time. Yeah. Next, you know, school's back on again. I'm like, quit running, eat.
Man, you're right. Like I'm telling you, man. When you faced with so much, man, and you don't have that role model, and you strictly going off of what you think the Spirit is giving you, man. Like there's so many avenues, you know what I mean, that you try to experience. You know, like when the Spirit spoke to me and was telling me about, you know, Divine Fist, I had no clue, man. All I knew that I was a fighter. Man, to my like from birth, man. Like I don't want to go into deep, but you know what I'm saying, when I reflect over my life, I see how I guess the struggles, you know what I mean, and ambition, you know what I mean, that I had, man, that alone, you know what I mean, motivated me, you know what I'm saying, to seek out what's best for my life. You know what I mean, like I said, make a long story short, man. When it comes to the techniques in martial arts, I'm sorry, man.
You good?
I got a call. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were getting emotional. Like, yeah, bro. Hey, get it out, man. Sasuke, you're safe, bros.
Yeah, I got something in my throat. Sorry. But when it comes to like the martial arts and looking over my life and dealing with the Spirit of God, you know what I mean. I never knew, you know what I mean, that part of my life would be impacted like it is today. Right. You know what I mean. And so I was just a fighter. You know what I mean. Just straight up. I get out with anybody. You know what I mean. I had brothers. You know what I mean, that was way bigger than I was. I mean, rest in peace to Sean, man. Like, that's my brother that passed. I told you about that. Yeah. Have you met Sean?
No, I never got a chance to meet him.
I met one of your brothers.
That was Sean. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, man, he passed, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
that. Like destroyed your boy for a while. But anyway, make a long story short, growing up with them, you know what I mean, they made me look at life totally different. Yeah. You know what I mean, and they made me understand that life is a fight. It's a war. You know what I mean, like how you live your life, because we all struggle growing up. Like my mom, I mean, she was incarcerated most of my life growing up. When I look at her today, you know what I'm saying, she's a beautiful person, like have a relationship with God. You know what I mean? So when I look at my life, man, there's so much like trauma and like just bad stuff. Like my grandmother, man, she's, bless her soul, man, she's strong. And one thing she always say, always keep God first. So God has always been in my life. Right. You know what I mean? But when it comes to the fighting, my uncle Gary, he was a Golden Glove, you know, champion, boxing. I don't want to give too much of the information, you know what I mean, because he was the one that would like box with cops. Oh. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, he was thugged out to the teeth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, cops, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he had them hands.
Yeah, like for real, man. He'll duke you up like riding the yard type. And so we used to exercise with him. You know what I mean? Me and his oldest son, Gary. Yeah. What's up, man? Much love to Gary. So yeah, man, he used to have us running around the park, boxing, slap boxing. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, just growing up in that environment, you know, it made me like, you know, I would never back down from a fight. You know what I mean? Like just looking at just period, I would never back down from. I don't care if you're bigger than I am, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know that I'm there. You know, so anyway, man. Finally getting to a point where starting to mature and starting to find God in your life. Yeah, man. This is bringing those two together, man. It was like amazing. I will go into detail if y'all would like, but you know what I mean. I'm trying to hit the points. I mean to make it short, but yeah, man. With fighting and understanding what the spiritual aspects of life is, man, it's the same.
So what brought you to Kung Fu?
Well, hold on. Let's start. I want to start somewhere. You used to do music, correct?
Oh man, come on, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
used to.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
To,
no, that's what I'm saying. You started with music, and before you started Kung Fu, right?
No.
He still does music.
Kung Fu has always been. That was the first thing.
Right.
Then the music.
Oh, okay.
And then I went back and forth between the music and the Kung Fu, back and forth.
Right. Yeah, because
my brothers, they did music, man.
Right.
Yeah, I told you we had we had a little group
You
called
had a
Bloody
group, right?
Rain.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about
Man,
that.
big ups to Bloody Rain. Say what's up,
Hey.
baby. Yeah, what's up,
Much
man?
love, much
Danae,
love.
you know what I'm saying? Only Thug. Yeah, that's my big bro, man. Like, yo, man, that dude there off the chain, man.
Yeah, 'cause-
hey, what's his name? Strategic. Brandon. Yeah, man, what's up, baby? Much love to y'all, man.
Shout out to Bloody Rain.
Yeah, man, Bloody Rain all day long. So anyway, man, don't get me started on that. Now,
No, because I thought music came first. Because I remember you were influenced by music too. But I mean, hey, if I'm correct, you had this one nerd up there. What was his name, bro?
Nerd?
No, there's this one rapper.
Bro, really gonna
like what
shout me out
was
like
it?
that?
No, oh, that was you.
Come on, bro.
I know,
He had this
no.
Carlton vibe to him.
Yeah. He was like, he had a lyric that said, "I'm in the air like wireless."
Bro.
Who was that?
No, I'm just saying this rapper, bro.
I'm just saying,
this rapper back in the day, man. How he influenced
Hey,
me.
put some respect on this man, dog. Hey, this flow's a fire, bro.
Like-
Transformed like Megatron. What you know about that, son?
He still remembers his flow completely.
Can y'all still flow? Can y'all spit something?
You know, a little bit, you know.
Let me hear something. Let's see. Yeah, put you on play. Y'all gonna put me on
Why you
blast?
gonna put me on blast like that, bro?
Yeah,
no,
I'm trying to loosen up in here a little bit.
I don't have my freestyle ready, you know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah,
but,
let me loosen up. You know, this mic.
Hey.
check 1, 2. What we going?
He's not-
Listen,
He don't want to set that mic on fire. Like,
Exactly,
we need it.
you know.
we just
need to
pay for
finish
this
the
place. We just
Exactly. You
No,
know what I
but
mean?
me-
Hey, turn my music up. Turn my music
Yeah.
up.
But now the answer you
Turn up your music.
Wait, no. No. I mean, don't
But
do that.
yeah, I remember music was another because you're a man of many talents. You're just not
man, all
just
praises,
one.
man. All praises,
And
man.
in music, you influenced me a lot too. You and Master Cassius, because I was always writing, and I was always in. I think me and you worked on a song called "Mama Don't Cry." So for the longest, I don't know if you remember that. That was when you were back home. Yeah,
Man.
that was back when you were over here in Arlington. You lived right down the street from Master Cassius. See that? Dang.
Wait, was that the Oh, what was the name of that apartment?
Towns of Riverside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Towns
in
of
the
Riverside.
garage. I remember it's coming back to me. Towns of Riverside.
Towns
in
of
the
Riverside.
garage.
See, we go back. You
Yeah,
know,
man.
this song.
We was in the garage. I remember I built the studio. You know,
Yeah.
the little soundproof.
Yeah.
Sure
You know what I'm
did.
saying?
Yeah. You had a little booth in
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
We were trying to record at night, not during the day, because during the day it'd be hot as hell.
there. Yeah.
Man, I remember me and Rashad, man, we worked together, so we lived on site. You know what I mean?
Well, some of us lived like they were supposed to on site. Other people just lived on site.
We were talking about that. I don't know if we can talk about that now, but
Well, it's statute of limitations, bro.
no, we ain't gonna do that.
no, okay.
man, we ain't
But
gonna do
all
that.
I'm saying is it was one of the funnest moments of my life because I'm like, yo, Rashad. I know he wasn't supposed to have people over.
Yeah, man, but it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you knew, like, you know, but
it was my fault. Like,
I mean, but a couple of those times I wasn't staying by myself.
Yeah,
You know. So
I live right across the street. For real, I live right across the street.
you know, so yeah.
Hey, shout out to Antonio. What's up, man? He's listening right now. And he says, have a great night and great show. Thank you, man. Big ups to Shifu. Thank you, sir. So, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. I remember we did a song called "Mama Don't Cry."
Yeah.
That was for my mom. And
Yeah.
I think you helped me with some of the verses because I would get
Writer's block.
and then I would do too much and I'll be off beat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man. Nah, man. Like I say, dude, you had skill. Talking about I'm a man of many talents. You guys too, also, man.
nah, man,
Man of many talents.
I would think we were trying to be like you and Cash, because y'all would always be out there. I'm like, man, how can I do that now? And this too, my brother-in-law too. He's another inspiration because he would write, and this fucker here would write, and then I'm just like, I'm just writing about writers. I'm like, dude, we got to do something. I know me and you started trying to work on getting our album together. Just
Yeah. We're gonna put it. Hey, it's coming. It's coming.
Man, what was that song that we did?
What was
it?
it
Was like a Jason type of vibe.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Man, that song, man.
Man, where-
Man, I don't know.
Man, the
where I
world
put
ain't
that
ready,
track.
bro.
I
The
wish
world ain't
where
ready.
that is,
Man,
bro.
that boy used to jam, man. I used
Right?
to rock that all the time, boss. Like, for real. Like I said, I remember, man, you used to be freestyling in my car.
Well, I'm about to
I
look
had
at
my car, but I had a truck, didn't it?
No, you had the car.
You had the card in. Yeah, you had the card in. You had the card in.
The
Yeah.
Spectrum.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah, that's
If I can find it though, I remember I had the song on the MP3. but I can't find it. If I find it, I'm definitely gonna let you
Hey, if
know.
we find it, we're gonna play it.
Yeah.
So, audience, be prepared for that.
Worldwide, baby.
Because I spit hot fire.
Yeah, I was on a whole different level.
Oh,
man.
my.
Yeah, back then. Yeah, a whole
So-
different level.
In other words, mixtape coming soon.
The mixtape coming soon.
Well, yeah, I'm still trying to put some material out there, man.
Yeah?
You know, yeah, man. I'm messing around with music, getting back into it. It's been a long time, man. I'm coming to find out, man. Like, sowing in my own life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Finding my love. You know what I mean? Within myself, type. You know.
Right.
And I'm digging it, man. Like I said, if I Divine Fist, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I see the merch. I see the merch.
DFK everywhere.
Yeah, man. We trying to represent, man.
I see the merch.
Yeah,
That's
trying to
what's up.
represent. You know what I mean? Most definitely, Divine Fist is all about, you know what I mean, serving the people and serving the Lord, boss. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you know what I mean, we in the spiritual warfare and you gotta be protected from head to toe. Feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to put some music back out there, man. I'm starting to find the love again. You know what I mean? Get behind the mic and just spit like I used to, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, get that bone type flow back, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
man.
Do what they Yeah, because I remember that. Yeah, the
I remember
flow
you
was
could
nice.
spit-
Yeah.
You always had bars, and you could go just go up fast or slow down, and
Yeah, man, there was some fun times, man. There was some fun times, boss. Like, for real. I wish I could bring them times back and try to finalize some of that stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
But like, if we could have finalized that stuff back then and right now, man, we'd probably be, man, like.
There's a lot of things that we started to gain momentum on, but then never actually fell through.
right.
And see, and that's the part of my life right there has to stop, boss. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, God has been trying to get me to get Divine Fist out there for a long time. And you know how the enemy fight against me, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so, and just to know that God's hand has always been there, you know what I mean? It's me not having enough faith. You know what I mean? Because his hand has always been there. You know what I mean? I just got to continue to trust and follow, boss. Like I was telling you earlier. You know what I mean? And so I'm seeing this stuff just pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. So all praise to the Most High, boss. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and when Divine Fist get out there, you know what I mean? Y'all got to come with your boy. You know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
most definitely, man.
You know you got a spot right there.
Oh, hey, appreciate
There you
it,
go.
man. One of I don't know if you remember this, E, but a wise man once told me that the story where Jesus was walking on water.
Here we go.
That
Here we go.
one of the important things was that he had to get off of the boat.
Here we go.
The safety, you have to get off of that safety,
Right.
so that way he can walk on water and create that miracle. I don't know if you remember that,
Yeah,
but
I
a wise
remember,
but a
man.
wise man once told me that.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if you remember that
Yeah, no,
wise
I
man.
remember that.
But yeah,
Man, and see, even with you, man, I remember when I was working in Fort Worth, and I transferred to Fort Worth.
that's right. We went all the way to White Settlement, right?
Close. I think that
Yeah.
was Brian Irving.
Yeah.
Was it Brian Irving?
Was it right there? I don't know. It was almost West Side Fort Worth, or maybe it was South Side Fort Worth.
No, that was like the Brian Irving. It was
close to the mall.
River Park.
Okay, yeah.
River Park. And I remember you trying to follow.
Because they
me
had an
back.
ugly pool too.
I think you dropped your phone in the pool. Like, he was going through a lot.
Yeah,
that day.
yeah. I was going through it.
And this dude, man, he was going through it. He was going through it, boss. Like I said, and I see you now, man. I see the guys that delivered you, man. Like, hey, man. Like, I don't see you, boss.
Yeah.
So I know that you was trying to make it and live, man. I was trying to be there to help you out. And I remember your car started working.
Yep.
Your phone ended up going
Your
into the
phone
pool.
went
Like,
into the
man,
pool,
and
he was like-
I lost all contact with you.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, what is dude at, man?
Yeah.
I remember.
I went left for a little bit, but
Yeah.
you know.
Man, I was
I
praying
came
for
back.
you, bro. Like, I didn't know what happened. You know what I mean? I know that you was, you know what I mean, going through a storm, and I was like, man, I'm watching it happen.
Yeah.
Watching it happen. I can't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
So I see that guy had his hand in the whole, in the midst of the whole time.
Yeah, the whole time.
The whole time, boss.
Yeah.
Man, y'all gonna get me happy in here, man.
Hey, well,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know, that's what they say. You know, again, a wise man once told me. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know,
I'm sorry.
I don't know if you remember that.
Let me finish that. That's where you going. Yeah, already. Yeah, but we had that conversation. It was all about faith. That's the reason why I brought up, you know, what you was going through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Peter, you know what I mean? He was in the boat and he saw Jesus, you know what I mean, on the water from afar. And he was looking out there and say, Lord, is that you bid me come? And the Lord said, come. You know what I mean? And the point was to leave his comfort zone, to step on something that is impossible to step on. You see what I'm saying? Even like right now, man, this particular how everything is set up is a testimony for me, boss. You know what I mean? To where my merch and how hard I've been trying to get this stuff out. Man, I'm talking about, man, this has been a grind, boss. I'm talking about a grind and working in the field that I work in, boss, is hard labor.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so, man, to see this stuff manifest out of all the hard work and tears and praying and going through storms, man, boss, and just to see that it's always been there, man, that's me stepping on something that I couldn't see.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I really, Lord, if you telling me to do this, I'm stepping out and like, boom, I'm walking.
Yeah.
I'm walking. So Peter got distracted though. You know what I mean? He was
Can't get distracted.
He was looking at the waves like, wait a minute, this can't be real. You know what I mean? And once you lose focus,
that's when you sink.
so that's what I'm saying about. This is my time, man.
Exactly.
This is my time, boss. Like I said, with everything that happened, going through the airwaves, you know what I mean? Speaking into existence, boss.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
so I
trust
thank you
process.
guys, man, for this.
Oh man,
From the bottom of my heart, man.
It's family.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to ask you, what for people that don't know, what is Divine Fist?
See, here we go. Let's take out the weapons.
That's right.
Let's go.
People at home, go and get your notepads out, okay? All right.
Ready?
Y'all about to learn something, okay?
Well,
With the
it
thinking
talks-
caps on.
It talks about in the Bible, Ephesians 6:10 talk about the whole armor of God. You know what I mean? The helmet of salvation, the breastplate, you know what I mean? The shield, the sword, the belt, the shoes, the whole nine. So what it's telling you that you need to be suited for what? You know,
War.
what you need to be suited for what? For what? What'd you say?
For war.
What kind of war?
Spiritual
War. But see, people don't understand that though. So Divine Fist, you know what I mean, is basically that it's never letting go, you know what I mean, of God's word. You know what I mean? So that's the fist. You know what I mean? Bottom, we never letting go. You know what I'm saying? Of God's word. Divine, you know what I mean, could be simply explained as God is ultimate. He's everything. He's all powerful. He's the ultimate authority. You know what I mean? And so everything will have to answer to him one day. You know what I mean? And so when you understand that concept, you know what I mean, to say we will never let go of God's divine power, divine, you know what I mean, glory, and then we're always going to be holding on to his word, regardless of our situation and what we're going through. You know what I mean? So put that into the physical, you know what I mean, aspect, you know, the training coming in. So how you train for combat physically, it's the same way you train spiritually. You got to get your mind right. That's the helmet of salvation. You see what I'm saying? And when you learn that, you know what I mean, to know that when you're up against your enemy, if he hits you and you're not protected, with your headpiece is not on, you can get rocked, you can lose your head.
Right.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you need something to bring some resistance, you know what I mean, to that blow. You know what I mean? Or it cause some major concussions. You feel me? So the sword, the same thing, fighting in the spirit, learning how to use the word of God, man. You know what I mean? And so when you actually learn how to use a sword, and it explains, you know what I mean, what a sword is in the Bible, when they get the word of God is the sword. You know what I mean? But if you physically know how to use a sword, you can get better understanding of what the word of God is talking about.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I can go deep into this, man. So basically, you know what I mean, the Divine Fist, you know what I mean, is preparing you for spiritual combat. You know what I mean, physically and spiritually. Yes, sir. I hope I answered y'all question.
No, you did.
No,
Yeah,
that's a perfect
So
explanation.
so it's an all encompassing art,
Yes.
mind, body, and spirit.
Yes. You want to say mind, body, soul, and spirit, because
Mind,
we have a
soul,
soul.
spirit. Yeah.
Right.
We have a soul, but your soul got to be delivered from, you know, by the spirit. You see, the spirit what teaches the soul that you may counsel the flesh. You see what I'm saying? Understand balance and harmony. You know what I'm saying? Like the fundamentals is nature. You see what I'm saying? Nature is where God's handprint is.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when you understand that God created everything with his fingertips according to Psalms, you know what I mean? Then you will know that everything is created with a purpose.
Right.
Boss. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I mean, you're finna get me going, man.
No, please.
No.
Because a lot of people don't
As I said,
understand
wherever
that.
the spirit leads you.
There you go. Because like when I explain to people, you know, kung fu, your kung fu is different from any other. It isn't out here. That doesn't even exist. So how would you explain that to?
Well, I can't say that it don't it exists. It's just that people are not aware. You know, you learn the art. You can learn any type of art. I don't care what it is. It can be karate, taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, you know, whatever, man. When you look at the science behind it, it goes back what I was saying about God's hand is in the fingerprints of his creation.
Right.
How we are designed is scientifically made. You know what I mean? So when you look at, how can I explain this? When you look at nature, or when you look at life, you have to understand that there was something greater, I mean, that created and designed all this. So the Kung Fu is the same way. We've been getting, we've been learning arts from like decades ago. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's been passed down. You know what I mean? And we trying to break these things up to fit our life.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like with Buddhism, you know what I mean? They teach their philosophy, like the Shaolin monks.
Right.
Their techniques is based off of some of Buddha's quotes. You know what I mean? So that same mindset was with me when I started to come across Divine Fist and what the Lord was trying to share with me. You know what I mean? Like some of these techniques, I created all this. You know what I mean? What the Shaolin is learning, I created all this. Everything that men have taught, especially when it comes to war, came from angels. Where do you think the angels get their information from? You see what I'm saying? So this is knowledge that's been passed down from the spirit to a physical plane. You see what I'm saying? Ultimately, God created all this. You know what I mean? So I'm giving God back what's His. You see what I'm saying? And the more the more that I acknowledge God in these things, the more revelation that I get when I'm training. You see what I'm saying? It becomes no longer physical. It becomes spiritual. You know what I mean? And that's the aspect where a lot of people miss. So you can't say that it don't exist. It's just that we're not aware and we have not been taught, you know what I mean, how to tap into the spirit and how we move. The Chinese call it chi or ki. You know what I mean? But to know that's the same key that created all things in existence. That's the energy, that's the breath, that's the spark of life that's within us all. You know what I mean? And some people manipulate it. They want to control people with it. You know what I mean? But the truth of the matter is, if you don't understand love, you done missed it all. You have to love your art. You have to love life. You gotta love your enemies. You have to love, man, everything around you, nature, the plants, the bees, all that. All that deserve a life. But the ones that come to take life, that's the devil, homie. And that's what, like I said, you have to prepare for. The world has been invaded, you know what I mean, by the unclean or by the darkness, or you call them the fallen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and so if you're not prepared, you know what I mean, to go to spiritual combat mentally, you know what I'm saying, with these beings, you're already lost. You're already in prison. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not ashamed to be out here spreading the truth, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna let my light shine regardless. You know what I mean? God is on my side, you know what I mean? So with that being said, I fear no evil. You know what I mean? I will walk in the valley of the shadow of death. You know what I mean? I don't care. God is my strength. So at the end of the day, boss, I'm gonna continue to keep telling the truth. I'm gonna continue to practice my art and share, you know what I mean, the message, you know what I mean, that God put in my heart to give.
So,
Yes.
so Divine Fist Kung Fu is your gym, right? It's your
Well, it's
your style of Kung Fu in general.
right. What do y'all know what Kung Fu means?
I
Come
don't.
on, we
Hard to work. Like it was hard work.
I know,
like, y'all don't know this.
I mean, I don't. Cause
It's kind of like it
Well, I
was
mean,
like we already passed the course, so we're just like,
No,
should we let everyone else know?
It means hard
so,
work.
so I'm speaking for everybody else.
Time and
They
energy.
know you.
Yeah.
They know
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I don't. I'm the one with the questions and the
Come on.
Yeah.
So I'm the one you're speaking to right now.
Already.
So, so do people, like, let's say?
I'm sorry, can y'all hear me in the mic?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you-
good.
you-
You good.
So let's say people want to join your gym.
Okay.
Let's say they want to be a part of what you're teaching and everything in general, but they don't have the same belief system as
Oh,
you
man.
do.
Dude, I don't.
Is that still allowed? Is
Yeah,
that still
man.
okay?
Yeah, man. I mean, see, that's what I'm saying. It's not judging.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? You have your own belief. We're different. You know what I mean, the world has been, like, once again, deceived. You know what I mean? And so my goal is not to continue with the deception. My role as a man, a man of God, you know what I mean, is to show love to you. I don't care what background you come from. You know what I mean? I feel like when I talk to you and the spirit get to moving on me, to jump on you, you know what I mean, He's gonna deliver you. You know what I mean? There's nothing I can do. You know, that's why I say it's beyond me. It's not a physical thing. I'm just a vessel. You know what I mean? So when
Yeah.
I'm talking to you, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, sometimes, you know what I mean, the spirit takes over. And speaking to exactly what you're going through. I don't even know you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
God know you, and God know what you're going through. See, that's the spiritual comfort that people don't understand. So you could be battling something right now, you know what I mean, and the Holy Spirit could use me to say something to you to have you to go into warfare in your mind. You know what I mean? To know that God is there. It could be something I said that'll make you like, man, I never thought of it like that. You see what I'm saying? Just that one seed, we talked about it earlier. One sow the seed, one waters, and God give the increase. You see what I'm saying? And it's a
Yeah.
big cycle, come back to each other.
Say
So
that
yeah,
to
boss.
the people in the back.
Right.
But do that make sense?
No, yeah, I get you.
So I don't judge, man. I welcome all styles. I want to learn from you. I feel like you can be a master in 1,000 techniques. I'm not finna push you away, man. Come teach me, show me.
Yeah.
I'm forever
Okay,
learning.
So you're open to taking
Any and everybody.
any and everybody. Okay.
Philosophy and all. Don't judge nothing.
And I actually got that from you though.
We
I
all
don't know.
one.
You taught me back then that no matter where you come from, it's all the same, really.
Man, boss.
And I think I picked that up when I'm teaching now.
Yeah.
Because no matter what was it, you said something a long time ago that stuck with me, that even with them, them lady boys and the gays and all that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
I don't
matter.
have to understand it. It doesn't, because a lot of people right now where we're at right now with them, it doesn't matter as long as you're here to learn, and you're willing to be ready to receive.
See, man, boss, people are hurt, man.
Yeah.
People are hurting. I'm just being real, man. Y'all know how I get. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People are hurting, and it's time to stop playing games.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We're playing too many games. You know what I mean? And when a person open up themselves up, and for a person that's not mature to understand, that this person is vulnerable, and you would destroy that person, I feel like these people should be beat. You see what I'm saying? Like when a person is genuinely open up their heart to you, you know what I'm saying, and you look at it to be a joke,
right?
You know what I'm saying, and you destroy that person, yeah, man. Like you deserve to be beat. Because everybody's hurt. Everybody looking to be healed, boss. Yeah, man. So just keep doing what you're doing, man. Just stay motivated, like.
I mean, not for nothing, but there was this dude way back in the day. He said you should, love your neighbor, but he didn't say like certain neighbors. He didn't say like you can love everybody except for Craig. You can love everybody except for He said
when it
all neighbors. So
exactly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And people don't understand what love is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. Me and my spiritual brother, we been having these conversations, man. Big shouts out to my boy, Rodney Barber. What's
Shout
up
out,
with you, man? It's my spiritual brother, man. We go back and forth, with the word. Even like big ups to my boy Leo. Leo Lamar. You know what I mean? Like he's a Hebrew Israelite. Him and Brandon. So what's up, Brandon? And these boys, man, got some serious knowledge. You know what I mean? But like I said, we go back and forth, and every man gonna have his own perception on life. You know what I mean? There is most definitely a movement that's going on. Man, it's a lot happening. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I feel like with these boys and how we go back and forth, I don't judge these people. You know what I mean? If you talk about homosexuality, all these things, man, once again, people are hurting.
Right.
You know what I mean? Looking for acceptance. You know what I mean? Once you get at the core and to know, you know what I mean, that you have been, I guess, how can I say, compromised by the darkness.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you don't understand that, man, like you missed it.
Right.
Yeah, man. So if you're not willing to share love and light to people, yeah, man, what is your purpose on earth?
Right.
Yeah. So don't judge nobody. It's all good, man.
That's what's up.
So man, y'all, this it, man. Y'all, what's going on?
No, I'm listening.
Y'all, this is the council show. I just watch y'all. Y'all crunk, man. Come on, man. Let's come on.
But like I said, like when I was trying to get you on, 4 weeks ago. But we
Sorry, man.
we ain't gonna say nothing about that. We ain't gonna say nothing about that. I ain't salty or nothing like that. But
you forgot.
But it is what it is. It's cool.
Man, I'm grinding.
That's all good.
I'm grinding. And then on top of that, you know what I mean? I call. He going, yeah, man, I'm gonna get you set up. You know what I mean? You come next Friday, man. Gonna find out. Say, boss, we still on? Well, this what happened, boss.
See, what had happened was, right?
Listen, like.
Yeah, what had happened is
yeah. Like it's all good.
So
next time.
These techniques, kung fu is like what, 1,000 years old, right? More than 1,000.
You know what, man? I told you I gotta bring me back. Once I get going, I get to spazzing. I gotta answer the question that you asked me before.
Which one?
You talking about? What is kung fu? Remember, nobody answered that.
Oh, I did.
Time and energy.
No, see, no.
What, bro?
You didn't say that.
You didn't say that. You didn't say that at first.
You got it on footage.
Yeah. Got you on camera.
Okay, well,
hard work.
Well, without looking at my Google Maps, or
See,
with
funny
Google,
thing,
but yeah, time and energy.
Yeah, time and energy.
Yeah,
So once again, you are a living.
time and energy, hard work. Yeah.
You missed it. Nah.
Wait, hold up. Okay, let's rewind that for a little bit. All right, for everybody think about that again. Kung Fu is time and energy.
Right.
So what are you?
Energy.
In time.
And time. Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, man.
So you're Kung Fu.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh.
There you go.
There,
Come
okay.
on, man. Anything can be kung fu.
Right.
Even like what? Come on, man. Y'all don't even watch a lot of kung fu movies to know.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can You can be a typist,
Right.
kung fu. You can be a cook. That's called kung fu. A good cook, that's kung fu.
Cool, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
You could even be a maintenance man.
Well, kung fu. So
I'm just
regardless,
saying,
so regardless, man, everything is kung fu. It's just that we kind of, made our own, traditionalize it and made it something that have no power. Right. You know what I mean? But kung fu is life, man.
Right.
Yeah. That's what. So like I say, if kung fu is life and God is life with abundance, divine kung fu, baby. You know what I mean? Say, come on.
Yeah, okay.
Divine kung fu. So when I'm training with my students, man, I don't care what style it comes from, man.
Yeah.
If it's useful, you know what I mean, and it works, then most definitely let's focus on what works.
Right.
We can do forms all day long, but let's break that form down. Let's see the true meaning of what these techniques are. You know what I mean? That's what person I am, man. Like when I met Master Cassius, man, like I'm hearing about him, like, you know what I mean, this dude, this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let me back up. When I met Teach,
Tell me about that. Tell me how you met Teach.
when I met Teach, man, to be honest with you, it was that Wednesday. I was at church, and I was like, Lord, I need you in my life, blah blah blah, and I wanted to get back in my training hard. Oh, my bad. Sorry about that, boss. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm not using.
Hey, you knew. That's all right. We're getting into it.
But yeah, man. I was talking to the Lord and was like, man, I want to get back, focused, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to, once again, get Divine Fist where it needed to be. Man, so the next day, Thursday, I didn't have a job at the time either. And so I had a lot of time to train. And I'm always training. So this particular day, I put some bricks in my backpack. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I put some bricks in my backpack, and I'm running from Sycamore School Road. I'm running down, going through the park, jumping over, those little signs in the street. You know what I mean? Yeah, like just
You're getting it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Getting it. You know what I mean? Like stopping doing push-ups. Just putting myself back in the zone. Yeah. And it was this Hummer coming down, the street. And I'm like, okay, ooh, flying. It's the beep 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 beep, and I'm like, okay. Keep it running, keep it moving.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, man, he yoked the car around like all fast, and next thing you know, he coming back down the way, and this dude, you know what I mean? Somebody, oh, you do kung fu? You do kung fu? I see you with your kung fu suit on, and I'm like, yeah, man,
all excited.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, who is this dude? He was like, yeah, I do kung fu too, And so he was like, he pointed over there to the park. So I ran across the street, his homie, you know what I mean? And I'm like,
so that's how you met him? Like,
so I met him.
Just
wow.
a random act.
Random.
I did hear the story though.
Yeah, and some telling me what got, man. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I run across the street, man, and he was like throwing his menace up, Yeah, I do kung fu too. He going with his menace, like in the truck, like.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes sir.
Yeah.
Yes sir. Okay, it's a brother too, you know what I mean? So what
So that's probably what got him too. He's like, another black man out here.
Yes. Hey,
it's like, man, you come straight out of a comic book.
Yeah.
That is true what you just said. That you don't see very, black people doing kung fu,
Right.
and actually be really good at it.
Well, like I say, we haven't seen it because it's been, geared to the Western culture. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of people have got the melanin in their skin. You know what I mean? Yeah, that train the arts. A lot of them. I'm talking about, and damn
like,
good.
Like nationwide.
Yeah.
Like,
man.
there's a lot.
It's a lot.
Well, see, for a person that's in the outside looking in, because like I said, y'all do this on a regular basis. Y'all are
Man, come on, Latino, the Filipino arts, man. Like
Well-
y'all, man, dude, don't get me started on
It's
that.
harder to find a Mexican that does kung fu.
no, but that's what I'm saying.
Hey,
like,
South
like
America
just
is rich with with
boss.
martial arts, bro. It's,
Man.
like, it's crazy.
Right.
Like for real, it is.
Boss, man, dude.
Yeah,
you
they
doing-
get down.
Man, I'm talking about get down.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is like
But yeah, go
for me, a hood fucking dude that just from a part of the East Side Fort Worth,
Shout
and
out to
hanging out with
Eastside.
this guy,
For real.
and then he
Say
takes me
Fort
to go
Worth
meet.
already.
He takes me to go meet all his, kung fu instructors, and I'm like, oh shit, they're all black.
It's
Like, and that's
yeah.
what came to my mind. I was like, oh shit, they're all black. Like, wow, I didn't expect it. It was.
Yeah.
So
You
I
thought
met
it'd be some
Steve.
old Asian dude?
No, I met Steve, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I've never seen a black guy do kung fu, and I really haven't. Like,
Teach can move.
Yeah,
That's all.
that man threw me one time. I told him do something, and he's like, all right. you ready? And I'm like, yeah. Next thing you know, I was on the floor, and I was like, oh, shit.
He was like, wait,
That
what did
happened
you
quick.
even do?
Like, I didn't even see it happen. Next thing you know, I'm just on the floor. But no, but like, to see, a bunch of black men that do Kung Fu was, like, rare to me because I never seen it. And then how they play it out in the movies is always a white guy or Asian guy,
exactly.
So
Yeah.
y'all don't get the props that y'all should.
Man, we never get the props that we should.
Yeah.
Understand how America was built. Don't want to get started.
I mean, let's.
Go ahead and get started with it. Like,
Nah,
this is what we're here for.
Exactly.
True.
I
I
mean,
want to
let-
finish because I get to spaz off.
Yeah, that's right.
Teach, I know we got time,
Yeah,
We
got
got
time.
plenty of time.
Yeah, we have
You just
plenty of
spaz
time.
off.
Okay, well, brother, what that mean? Face, you know what I mean? Let me release a little bit. No, but anyway, how I met Teach, that's how I met him, man. He was in the Hummer. He was in his brother's Hummer. You know what I mean? And and he threw his menace up. And I'm like, man, if you for real, I'm like, man, because I'm serious about the art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not finna play with me. I'm like, so when I see him throw his menace up, I was like, man, that's what's up. He was like, yeah, man, I'm finna go to class right now. You want to come? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, I get
He's
it.
like, bet, like I'm already training.
Yeah. And I take my backpack off, throw it in the back. He was like, are those bricks? I was like, yeah. He was like, oh. He was like, man, you gotta meet Cassius. You know what I'm saying? You gotta meet Cassius.
Gotta meet
You know what I
Cassius.
mean? I was like, okay, who is Cassius? You know what I mean? Because we used to go to school together and I didn't even know it.
Really?
Yeah, man. I heard his name floating around the school that he did martial arts, and I'm thinking like, man, who is this cat, man?
But you never met him, though?
Never met him.
Wow.
Never met him. You know what I'm saying? Like
I didn't know you went to school together.
yeah, man. Like, yeah, that's
crazy.
man. Back in the day, man, he knows some of my family members.
Wow.
I'm talking about back in the day when they were gang banging, Bloods and Crips.
Yeah,
type, you know?
yeah.
Like for real, man. And so anyway, man, make a long story short, you know what I mean? I jump in the Hummer with Teach. He go to the crib. He let the garage over. He got all these trophies. You know what I'm saying? They got the punching bag over there. And I'm like, man, okay, God, what you trying to say? You know what I mean? And he was like, man, show me what you know. Let's show me what you know. Okay, and so I broke down. I showed him my manners. He was like, okay. Showed him my snake. You know what I mean?
Okay, so where did you learn this from?
See, come on, man. Zay.
No, like for real, like.
No, man, like my first introduction to martial arts, it was a guy named Steve Cottrell. Steve Cottrell, and it was one guy over there on the west side of Fort Worth. He was teaching wing jitsu at the time. Okay. You know what I mean? And I met man, this a whole bunch of teachers, man. Not teachers, but instructors. Wushu guy, man, that showed me the manners. You know what I mean? Dong Long, you know, all that. Yeah, man, just his homeboys. Like we used to be in the park. I used to get on the bus, man. This was when like 17, getting out of high school, going downtown. You know what I mean? We used to meet up at the park downtown. What was it? Oh man, let me slow down. The skating ring downtown Fort Worth. You know what I mean? Yeah, over there by the Trinity. You know what I mean? The river? Man, training over there all the time, boss. And that's when I started learning the man is a tiger.
So you learned from them first?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And see, and so with the Wing Chun that I already had experience, like I said, I wasn't really like with the philosophy and breaking it down where it come from back in the day. I never really focused on it. Even they was telling me what I needed to know, but I just really never focused. It never appealed to me. I wanted to learn how to get down with the art.
Just how to get down with the
you know
art.
What I mean? Yeah. If I'm training it, I want to experience it, you know. And so, like I said, I've always been a fighter, you know what I mean. So so going back to when I met Teach, you know what I mean. So I'm breaking down my manners, you know what I mean, my crane and everything. He like, oh yeah, that come from here. That okay, yeah. And he like picking up. I'm like, okay, yeah, you know what I mean. So and I was like, okay, so we lock up. You know what I mean? We lock up, and he going through the bottom. He like, he couldn't touch me. You know what I mean? I was like, come on, man. And he brought that snake out. Boom! It hit me in the chest and my chin and my throat at the same time. Boom!
I know that.
I know exactly what movie you're talking about. I know exactly what movie you're talking about.
I was like, man, wait a minute. So I had to change the game.
Oh, you ain't gonna show me?
You got to show you.
Yeah,
like
you ain't gonna show me.
And I felt it too. Like when I was open, I was like, oh, this not gonna be good.
It's not gonna be good.
He saw through and hit me, boom, man. And when it hit my chin, my head went up and it hit with the throat. Man, that snake, boom, and I was like, and it was like, but you good, man. He's like, you good. He's like, man, you gotta go to class. And like, Teach, man, like for real.
Wait, hold on. Let's stop for a second. Teach gave you a compliment.
When I first trained, he knew I was different.
I gotta make a phone call. Did you give him a compliment?
I've known Teach for.
Teach, he didn't want to start me off from the beginning. Like he told me that I was coming in as a fighter, and that's why he wanted me to get with Cassius.
That's why.
And he was like, you gotta learn the school routine, you know what I mean? Because every instructor, you know what I mean, have to know the school routine. And like, and so even when I got with him, when I told you the reason when I came,
I didn't think Steve knew how to give a compliment.
yeah, no man,
I didn't,
I
bro.
feel special, even though he'll tell me you're still a what do you say, stir fry shit.
Yes, you still stir fried shrimp. Bro.
Yeah.
I got you. Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, like he he was hard on me though. He was hard on me.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to basically kill me. You know what I mean? When I kind of just let him. You know
I
what
mean, that's pretty much.
Yeah, like he was known for trying to break his spine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
So did you meet Cassius that day?
Yes. No. I met him that day.
You met Manny that day.
I met. He was running the Dragon for him. We met in Fort Worth aside the school. What was that school? The
William J.
middle school.
Was it this one?
William J.
Was
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
And
That's our hood.
yeah.
And teachers told me stories about it. You know what I mean? Like he did a form and did a front snap kick, and when he snapped his I think when he touched his foot, he broke his own hand. That's how hard he was kicking.
Actually,
hard
what
to
happened
probably
was
hurt your
the
own
day,
hand, huh?
the
No,
day
he's like he
before
broke his hand.
internationals, I ended up doing a suicide. People that don't know what a suicide is a front flip.
Yeah.
But I landed on my back. What I did, I messed up mid-air, and I landed on my thumb and on my pointing, and I ended up hitting my feet. Ended up hitting the back of my head. So I messed up, and I still got in trouble. So I got in trouble for stopping.
Right. Yeah, he was big. Yeah, he was big on that.
And,
Don't stop.
And I had to go back, and I got in discipline, and my thumb was like it was cracked in half, right down the half, like right in the middle. And the next day it tripled in size. It was fat, and in the international tournament, and I was training. I'm talking about. I was training for months for this event. Like I was ready for this, and the night before, when we get up there, they called my name, and we were there all morning and all day. Probably we didn't start till 8, 9 at night, and I have an 8-0, and they were cheating a lot. So when they called my name, teacher said, just sit down. I just wanted to see if you were gonna put yourself through it. Because nah, man, you don't have to prove nothing. You showed heart already. I said, nah, I trained.
No, you're already here.
I'm here. I gotta
already
do
here.
this.
I have to do this because they disqualified 2 of my Kung Fu brothers. So it comes to me and another guy. So when I get up there, man, I had to kick my hand. Actually, this hand. In my form, I had to kick my hand hard.
Right.
And
Sound off.
And it has to it has to sound off.
And one thing I know about anybody that learned from Teach, when you go 100%, you go 100%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's no 75%.
Yeah, gonna make you
There's no
start over.
50%.
Yeah,
There's no. No.
Yeah.
When you actually doing it, it's 100%.
Yeah.
If not 150%.
So you had to kick your hand,
Yeah. How the form
and it has
is,
to.
Like,
It's got to
gunshot.
sound.
It's got to sound loud as
Let me
hell.
see if it sounds. I'm gonna see if I can do it from right here. So, from right here, we got to go, boom,
Yeah,
and then
it
boom,
is.
Yeah.
and move.
Yeah.
So, boom,
Yeah.
and like
It's got to sound like
had to
that.
sound
And you
off.
have a broken thumb already.
I'm talking about, and then my kick had to run and jump up in the air and do like a helicopter kick, and it has to bam hit in the air, hit, come down, bam, and it still kick my.
Yep.
Dude, it was nonstop.
And like I said, that's why I say, man, when I saw this dude train,
Yeah.
I knew for a fact I was in the right school.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like for real. I was
'Cause
like,
it's
yeah, man.
100%.
Yeah, it's 100%. And Teach didn't play with his student. I'm sitting back observing. You know what I mean? I think I did meet Cassius the same day.
Yep.
Did you meet Cassius the same
both-
day?
met both of us
yeah,
at the same
yeah,
day.
yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because even he wanted me to lock up with Cassius, and I remember Cassius, man. That dude, like small frame. You know what I mean? Like he,
Speed.
All right, so
like a fleet, bro. Like you move to him, he jumped across.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He in the tree somewhere.
yeah.
Boy can move.
All right, so
crazy.
okay, so tell me about you meeting Cassius,
Man, when I
because the audience.
Master
see-
Cassius, what's up,
yeah.
bro? Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, man, I don't know. Man, when I first met Cassius, man, I don't know, man. His energy was great, man. I remember even when he introduced himself, man. You know, small frame, and he told me that his fighting style that Teach gave me was Falcon. You know what I'm saying? And he ran that boy. I think he was getting ready for a tournament or something.
Yeah.
Man,
Worlds.
yeah, man. He ran that boy, and I was like, "Say, man,
He
like,
ran that Falcon.
I ain't never heard of no Falcon. Falcon, Kung Fu. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And so I was like, man, you running Falcon? And so he was doing his techniques and he moving, he doing his thing. And I'm like, okay. And then he was like, I had to lock up with you first.
Yeah,
I had to lock.
me.
Yeah, I had to lock up with you first because he wanted to see how I fought. And we locked up for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. To be honest with you, I don't know what techniques I was doing. All I
can
know
tell you that it was mine was coming with a lot of power. Because I mean, again, that's what I was taught. Like my kicks. But you would just move like, and that's what got
You
to
move
me.
out
that-
the way.
It was the angles.
Yeah, because you got me
the
an
angles
angle.
of
Like
attack.
I would throw a roundhouse, and I'm talking about I would give I was
Everything
talking-
in it, like
I'm
yeah.
talking
And you
about-
weren't even there.
Yeah.
He was like, "Woo, quick!" Oh, damn!
I'm there, but I'm not there.
Yeah. See,
So he hit you with the gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Talk about the dude because
you got to move out of the way of the train.
Yeah,
A wise man once told me that.
I still use that by the
Yeah,
way.
10 tons don't make it set. Yeah,
You got to move out the way of the
I
train.
would throw a punch with everything I had. This dude would move at ease. But again, any other person, they wouldn't be able to stand up to that. This
Oh yeah,
guy-
no.
This guy was just like, nope, missed me with
It's like, oh, that's a nice kick. It's over there, but that was real nice.
Really nice.
I think the reason why Manu walked off though, because he was in pain. I don't think that he can continue because he was still like suffering from like a wound or something.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But
I ain't no punk though. I mean, again,
Yeah, no,
it's
you-
just- my teacher, like I said,
He
my
still
teacher-
gave it 100%.
yeah,
I was
you
gonna
was
give
giving it.
100% regardless.
And when that dude kicked, man, it seemed like the wind passed. Yeah, man, that dude kicked hard and fast. Man.
Yeah.
So when I met Cassius and I had to lock up with him, how you guys locked up was totally different than what I'm used to, because y'all start low, then you go high, then you go
Yeah.
to the technique. You know what I mean? I don't start that way. I come right in. You know what I mean? Like in the body zone type. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
That's that Wing Chun Jeet Kune Do type. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Concept.
Just immediately touch hands.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Once I touch them, then I'm on. Let's play. You know. You know what I mean? So, but he was keeping his distance from me with his kicks. You know what I mean? Come to find out that he was like an expert in Taekwondo type.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So he kept his distance from me. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to figure out how can I come in,
Close that distance.
Yeah. So when I learned how to close the distance on him, you know what I mean? He had no choice but to run away. You know what I mean? And so, and I'm coming in with speed and power and with accuracy, and he was like, man, you know what I mean? Then he started to adapt.
Yeah.
And I knew that. I knew right then, you know what I mean, that
was
he
at the
was
right
on a whole
school.
man, yeah, like he was on a whole different level of thinking. Like when I sparred with you, you know what I mean, you was still up in the ranks and you was still more traditional.
Right.
You know what I mean? But Cassius, you know what I mean, he had that Jeet Kune Do concept already.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And big ups to Jeet Kune Do, man, like for real. Like the Bruce Lee style, the way the intercepting fist, man. Yeah, Jun Fong, you know what I mean, man.
Yeah.
Man, like Durrell, you know what I'm saying? What's up, boy? I mean, him go at it all the time, you know what I mean, with the techniques and concepts. But when I was when me and Cassius was hooking up, you know what I mean, and locking together, man, like going through the techniques, I was able to get him because he didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? But the moment that he started to see that he was open, he was trying to figure it out.
He was
and
adapting
copy.
on the
Yeah,
fly.
Yeah, he was. You know what I mean, trying to copy what I was doing. You know what I mean? And so when he started to copy, you know what I mean, I started to take over. You see what I'm saying? Because he's trying to learn, but I know why he's trying to learn. I can already see the opening.
You already know, because you already know
I
the
already
technique
knew the
that he's
technique.
doing.
Exactly. So when I felt it, I was able to capitalize off of it. You know what I mean? And that's when like Cassius was like, bro, we got to hook up.
Yeah.
We got to hook up. And ever since then, man, like Teach told me, hey man, like I trained for him for like what, 2, 3 months, 4 months. And he was like, man, you moving too fast. You know what I mean? Like I'm already trying to go to my tournaments. You know what I mean? I'm like motivated. He was like, man, you need to go with Cassius.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And so I was like, man, like Teach just can't throw me away, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
The
But
reason
yeah,
why I
Cassius
had
got me
you,
ready.
the reason why I had you tell the story of you meeting Cassius, is because we already had Cassius on here to tell the story of you meeting him.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I wanted to give the audience like, you know, there's always 3 sides to every story.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To get that and
Yeah, man, Cassius, man, like that's my dude, man. Like, man, like I feel like it's a blessing to know that cat, man. Like,
Oh, yeah.
the stuff that we
100%.
didn't came across and we experienced together, man. Because even we used to work together as well, you know what I mean. And just to see him grow spiritually, you know what I mean. It's like, man, and like I see you guys now and how y'all talk, man. Like, man, I'm my mind is blown. Like right now, I'm speechless. That's why I'm like. Just listen to you cats, man, and just to know that God is like hovering over you guys, man. It's a beautiful feeling for me, man. Like for real.
Yeah, it really
God
is.
is worthy,
Something
man.
else.
Like for real.
But we're gonna put a pin on there. We're gonna go on break, and
Duke, you got songs for us? All right, that's
right.
what I'm talking about.
we'll be back. Stay tuned.
Like you never hold back, you think you're in control.
you're never gonna make it. You're not good enough, there's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon, and I'll do it cause it's what I wanna do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.
There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fight back? Fight back.
You ain't gonna make it, you ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they give a damn, you're not, think it's straight kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these songs, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut them door on all you poor haters with your heads in the clouds. Talking out loud so proud, you better shut your mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to hit south.
Never gonna make it. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fight back? Fight back.
Welcome everyone to the Cancelled Show. I'm your host, Rashad Dyson. Well, actually, I'm 1/3 of your hosts. There's also Manny and G Chavez, aka the Civic Fox. Normally they're here, but they're a bunch of assholes who are always late for shit, so they're not here doing this promo. But if you tune in 9 to 11 on Fridays, you'll catch all three of us together, and you'll hear funny comedy and edutainment and intelligent conversations, or you'll just hear all three of us assholes talking about a bunch of shit. Either way, you're going to want to tune in 9 to 11 on Fridays. The Cancelled Show.
How are you, man?
Man, like real.
Welcome back, and I'm black. Welcome back to the Cancel Show.
I like it. We all stop like
We all
stop playing.
the same thing. We're like, are you really though?
Stop playing. Look at
No,
it.
bro, I'm Obama black. I'm safe.
Nah,
I'm the safe black.
You're our Carlton.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm gonna say this, and y'all gonna have to find a picture. You know what I mean?
What's that?
Who Shire look like? He looked like Tommy off of Martin Lawrence. No,
Bro, that's really? You ain't got a job, man.
No, man, I work at the glass building downtown, bro.
Got a job, man.
Hey, but not for nothing, bro. I swore the whole time that Tommy was a drug dealer, bro. He always had money.
Yeah.
He always dressed nice.
yeah.
And you never knew where he worked.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm
He
just
wouldn't
saying.
tell you what he did.
He didn't tell you what he did.
That speaks drug dealer.
Bro, 100%.
That speaks successful drug
It's
dealer.
been
at that,
successful
yeah.
drug dealer,
We'll
bro.
talk about that, bro.
Yeah,
Successful.
I know a few in that. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
That's how they move.
Tommy was a plug, son.
Yeah. Now
Tommy
you're right
was a
though. He
plug.
does remind me of Tommy a lot. Sometimes the way he dresses, he does dress like Tommy
Hey.
a lot. It's
I
like,
remember I was cutting his hair, man. We was in an apartment, a vacant apartment. Yeah, man. Yeah, cutting his hair, trimming him up. You know what I mean? Getting him right. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, this dude look like Tommy Strong. You know what I mean? Like, wait a minute, man. Like, you know what I mean? So I love Mark. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, I put it like, wait, that is Rashad.
That's Tommy Strong.
That's Rashad.
That's right. Oh, what were you? You were hooking me up because I was going out of town.
Yeah.
That's right. You was hooking me up.
Yeah, man.
But out of town. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm saying,
man.
when we go back, man. The stories we can talk about, man.
that's 10 years, right, bro? No, more than 10 years now.
Man, like I say, that was around like what? I think I met you in 2010. Cause 09.
Yeah. Yeah, because
you was training with Master Cassius.
I was training with Cassius.
Yeah, you started with Cassius, and Cassius wanted you to come with me.
Yeah. Okay. What was that conversation like? Can you say it on air? Can you say it on air? Because I know what he
Master
told
Cassius.
me, but my question is, what
Master
he
Cassius.
told you?
You can't be mad at me, dog. Telling the truth, no, man, nah. That conversation, man, it was cool. He said you had mad potential, man. Even how I seen how you ran your form. You know what I mean? What was it called? Cannon fist.
Cannon fist.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes, Cannon fist. And man, you used to name them techniques off, locking in cannon.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I was like, say, bro, like, doing it on it. You know, but yeah, no, Cassius was
Forest
told me.
Hill. So we were at Forest Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, Forest Hill, little bitty space.
Yeah, we're in Forest Hill because I remember.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because I remember because I just started working over there first, right?
No,
I started training over there. Then I started working
over
over there.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember Cassius was like, because I remember he told me he was like, hey, it was like one of the times you came to visit, and like for some reason I don't know why, like me and you just ended up just we're just training. Like everybody else was like doing their own thing, but me and you was just training and vibing.
Yeah.
And Cassius, Cassius put me to the side. He was like, what'd you think about training with E? I'm like, I mean, yeah, it's cool. It's cool and stuff like that. I'm learning stuff. He's like training like under him. First I was like, wait, you just throw me to the side, like
that's how I felt with T.
like you don't want me no more.
Yeah.
He was like, nah, like I think you will really grow exponentially if you went with E.
That's them abandonment issues kicked
Yeah,
in.
exactly. I'm just like, first my dad, now you. Like, don't nobody want me.
Maybe I'm the problem.
Yeah, I'm the problem. You know what I mean? I was like, but I was like, he was like, nah, like, give it a chance. You know what I mean? If it don't work, of course you can come back. But like, he's like, nah, give it a chance. But trust me, I think you'll be good.
Yeah,
and
man.
that was one of the best decisions.
Yeah, man. When he told me to take you on as a student, I was like, man, to be honest with you, I don't think you're ready. That's exactly what I said. You know what I mean? I don't think he's ready. You know what I mean? Because of the aspect of what I was teaching was the spiritual, and I know your situation was kind of thrown off and wild.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I just don't think I have the patience. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I have the patience. You know what I mean? But I prayed about it, man, and yeah, and dude, like I say, the whole job thing came available. And I was like, man, and it was exactly what you was looking for.
Exactly
man.
what I was looking for.
You know what I mean? And so, yeah, like when you came around my way, man, it was like it was a door open for you, man. And man, we had some fun, man.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, talking about first we started off in the fitness center, then we moved into like the little lounge area. Then we outside, you know what I mean, over there by the lake. Yeah. We had so many people out there at one point, man.
Yeah.
I'm talking about everybody used to come down there and check us out, man. Like, for real, I'm taking all people like, hey, you want to come and join?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I'm taking, hey, man, do you box? Yeah, okay, man, come in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Show me some box. Okay, will that work?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to test your theory.
Exactly.
You know
like, all right, so you text us, like, boop, boop. Okay, well, maybe you need to go back to drawing board. Here, let me take you. Here, let me show you this.
Yeah, like come on in. I just want to add to what you already know.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm always in the lane of trying to bettering people. You know, so I want the same thing for me. You know what I mean? As I do for people, I hope they will do for me, like what y'all doing right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So most definitely, boss. You know what I mean? I always got a heart, man, a place in my heart, dog. Like,
same here, man. It's like a lot of the things you did were so different because like you would before training, sometimes you would teach us the Bible.
Yeah.
and then we
Yeah,
would
Bible
train. Bible study.
Yeah.
And you know, it's funny to this day that I haven't gone to a church because I was having a conversation with I'm not gonna say who, but you know, I was having a conversation, and he said to me, he says, I don't go to church. And I said, well, and he said, you know, he's a Christian, and he said, I don't go to church. I said, well, why? You know, it's not because, and he said something that you said that kind of triggered me. He said, church is not, you know, I mean, God is not in the, what did he say? God is with the people.
See, people don't understand.
God's not
man.
in the building; He's in the people.
There you go.
Yeah, he's not in the building. Man, when if you read those scriptures, right, man, Christ said, "You see this temple, you know what I mean? That's built. It ain't gonna be not one stone up on it.
Careful, you might offend a couple of people with that.
Hey,
It's the truth. Offend them will offend them.
Hey, right?
That's what I'm
Catch your
about.
chance.
Exactly.
yeah,
They,
that's true.
they don't want none anyways. They'll be
Yeah.
all right.
That's why we the cancel show.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and speak the
No,
truth.
and that's the,
Yeah,
and that's
for
what I'm
sure.
saying. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, you good, boss.
And that's what I mean, though. A lot of these people claim to be, you know,
Believers.
believers or
Right.
followers or whatever, and
Right.
they'll quote me the Bible
Right.
left and right, or they'll point the finger at me, and these guys are like the most dirtiest, you know, mother lovers out there. And my brother's seen it. I mean, you've seen it too. And I'll be like, yo, bro, what happened with all that other stuff you were saying? That's what I'm saying. It's like lead by example, and you always led by example.
Yeah.
You always taught us that.
One of the things that I definitely learned from E, especially like in my spiritual journey, is like there's a difference between a believer and a disciple.
Which means, son.
Like if you a believer, then you believe, that's cool, that makes you feel good. But when you disciple, that means you're doing something about this. Like, and that there's a difference between, like, if you believe in Jesus, you're like, okay, hey, I believe in Jesus.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna try to live my life right. But if you're a disciple of Christ, your whole world view changes.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Because you're now a part of the movement. You're not just believing in the movement.
Right.
You're a part of the movement. And like I said, that was one of the things that I learned from E. I was like, being a disciple is something totally different.
It's harder.
Because that's something that you exemplified, like, to me. Like, you weren't just a believer, but you were a disciple. Like, that's something totally different.
Right.
And, you know?
All praises, man. Like I say, is to be like I said, it's all about love, man. I go back to that because, man, I feel like if God was aggressive and abusive to me, you know what I mean, then I would display that.
Right.
But the mercy, you know what I'm saying, that God's shown me just throughout my life, you know what I'm saying, needs to be shared. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't care what you're going through, man. Like, if there's not one problem, you know what I mean, that God can't fix.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I say, you talk about discipleship. You know what I mean? Is to see you in your environment. You know what I mean? And see how you are coping with everyday situations. You know, and if it's getting the best of you, you know what I mean? Then that means that you fully don't understand, you know what I mean, your purpose or your calling in life. So like when I met you guys, y'all was in that place. I was in that place. Somebody had to minister to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I could see what you guys see, what y'all see in me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's the same thing. So I'm just handing down, just like the martial arts. I'm handing down tradition, you know, in the spirit. You know what I mean? That y'all can be free. You know what I mean? From the generational curses and things of that nature. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. But going back to what you were saying, man, like from what I shared with you, man, it's just basically, man, just to know that discipleship and being just a person that read the Bible is two different things.
All right, and I learned that now.
So yeah, it's just way too different, different things.
Because you can know the Bible all day.
The devil knows the Bible.
There you go.
Exactly.
See what I'm saying?
The most back and forth, the most beautiful thing out there. And,
Yeah.
and, I think you said it. The devil doesn't come at you with with long horns and all red. He comes at you with everything you ever desired.
Yeah, man.
And I learned that.
He pulls up to you in a Lexus, talk about, hey, you want this 40K? It's sitting right here. It's sitting right here. It's yours. You can have it.
Just hop in.
Just hop in. Just hop in.
No, go rolling.
Let's go roll. No, you don't need
I'll
that
be in
job.
that
You don't
motherfucking
need
passenger
that.
seat right there.
Hey, P, where you going?
I'll be back.
Hey, Tell
the truth.
I'll be back. Nah, I've never.
Leave the block.
I ain't going front on that. I'm gonna be like, oh, hey guys, I'll be right back. I'm probably coming back with this Lexus and this money.
Yeah.
This chick with
Real talk with some females in the back.
Nah, no females, no females.
Yeah, he's mad.
She watching.
I'm talking about when the devil came to try to tempt you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take the car and the money.
Conviction.
Yeah. He'd be like, no, I'll take the car and the money. Just, you keep the money.
So like the religious stuff is all beautiful in its own certain way, especially if you use it the right way. Like me, I'm not a religious person. I never have been. Never.
Me either.
Like I've.
a lot of people get confused. With
Exactly.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
No, a lot of
I'm
people
not
gonna be.
religious either. Come on.
But like you say, there's a higher purpose for everything. I believe that there is a God. I don't know exactly what it is, and when I figure it out, I'll figure it out. But like, a lot of people believe that.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
Do you believe in yourself?
I believe in myself.
I ain't trying to hear none of that.
Well, I'm still in the process of finding it out.
You homie, man. Like we good.
No, yeah.
If you been in my studio, man, we good, man.
Yeah.
I'm still in the process of finding it all out.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, there's like people believe that you have to be a part of a certain church, a part of a certain religion, Christian, Catholic.
Actually, I learned that from you.
In general.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
And that's
I'm
just
Southside
no, yeah,
Baptist.
and that's what certain people believe. Like at the end of the day, like the people that go to church and everything, they're like, oh, you got to be a part of this church. You gotta
They
be
do
part of
throw
this.
up. They throw up churches like they throw
Yeah.
up sets.
And
like,
they
I'm
do.
Texas Cowboy Church, son.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. See,
The horse in the back.
when you read the scripture, that's when Christ was talking to the Pharisees. To the priests and saying that you have shut the windows or shut the windows on the hearts of men. You know what I mean? Because you put them in this box. You see what I'm saying? Where they're not able to grow. See, some of these preachers today, are pimps behind the pulpit.
Say it louder for the people in the
Pimps,
Joel Osteen.
pimps behind the pulpit.
A pimp named Slickback.
Mr. Slipback.
Yeah. So
No need for the mister.
They got they got that $100,000 in the fucking bathroom walls.
They taking Granny's pension.
Wait a minute, but like I said,
go
we're not trying to judge. You know what I mean? Because there are some churches.
I'm
that,
judging,
you know what
but
I mean,
there is a lot of
there's some churches. You know what I mean? That operate in the spirit. You know what I mean? That you go up in that church. You know what I mean? You'll get knocked out by the spirit. I'm serious.
It'll hit
boss.
you.
I'm like knocking you out.
Yeah.
Play, like I say, it's a level where you don't play with God, boss. You know what I mean? And see, and I know what he said. He's not religious, or he don't know. You know what I mean? The point is that when you understand, the Bible said, "In all you're getting, get understanding."
Ooh,
You see what I'm saying? You just can't go to church. This just not a one-time thing. It's a lifestyle, boss. Once again, that's kung fu.
There you go.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a this is an everyday thing.
So you can't just hit the gym one day and be a kung fu master.
Nah,
That's not how that works. That's not how that works.
You showing a lot of people right now.
Blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I mean? God, did you forsake me? How would I do? Yes.
And God was like, "No, I've been here the whole time. You only show up once a week for an hour and a half, and you sleep through that."
Yeah, for real. You know what I mean? They try and treat God like a pimp, and like, no, man, like no, or a sugar daddy. You know what I mean? They only
That's
come
what
to
that is.
him. You know what I mean? When they want something.
So
But can you still, you know what I mean, worship him when you're going through it?
There you go.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's where it is, man. Like I say, the point of being real. You know what I mean? I'm like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. You know what I mean, man? If you get me on the wrong day, man, boss, you straight up devil. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, real talk.
Yeah.
Like I
Because
told
you're
you.
human at the end of the day.
Like I was trying to tell you the story when I was driving a few minutes ago. You know what I mean? Like he drove beside me, like. I'm like, what? You ain't saying nothing. Like, bro, we got the strap in the back. You know, like,
He's like, you can get it, boy, you can get it.
Say another thing.
yeah,
Catch me outside. How about that?
And so, I'm rolling. You know what I mean? And I'm driving down the street. The Holy Spirit, like, that was wrong, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
But if he'd have pulled over, I swear, I'd have laid these hands.
But that's just the truth,
He
man.
used to say, "I'm not gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna enlighten
You.
you."
It's a good way to put it.
I still use that. I'm telling you, man, a lot of the words I say,
100%.
they come from somewhere. If you listen to the way I talk, and if you meet my teachers, you'll see where I got all of
Boy,
this from.
next time I get in a fight, I'm gonna use that shit. I'm
I'm
gonna
not
be
gonna whoop your ass.
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
whoop your ass.
gonna
I'm gonna enlighten you.
Yeah, and that's what, man.
There's two different
I got
things.
that from my brother Sean. You know,
Did you
like,
really?
God bless his soul, man. Like that
that's
dude,
what's
man.
up.
Like this, man. Like big shouts out to my brothers, man. Like
out.
man, if it wasn't for them, man, I don't think I'd be right here talking to you boys, man. Like even Sean, he's the one who started, you know what I mean, Divine Fist. Because first it was Heaven's Fist.
Really?
Yeah, it was Heaven's Fist, and I was his disciple.
Okay.
Because he was always in the Lord. See, Danae, you know what I mean, the older brother, he was more in nature. Man, that dude can box. Man, I remember one time, a mom was in a situation, you know what I mean? What's up, Mom?
Shout out to Mom.
Yeah, real talk. Much love, much love. She was in the altercation, man. There was some family drama going on, and man, like, and Danae, man, he don't play. Like, man, come to the family, man, he done whoop many of my kin folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, they come to the crib drunk, man. This dude come off the porch, whatever,
Lighten them up. Lighten them up.
Hey, bro, I ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? So, on this particular situation, you know what I mean? The man that Mom was dating put his hands on her. Man,
Lit his ass up.
Man, have you seen the video game Kill Instinct?
Yeah.
And do you know the character TJ Combo?
Ooh.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the box on
Combo breaker.
I'm talking about, man. He was throwing so many hooks, man. It was like, I'm talking about, I'm looking at it from a distance. I'm seeing tables explode. I'm seeing, he was getting his tail whooped.
Somebody help him.
At a certain point, you were just like, maybe I should help him. I'm like I feel bad for this dude.
Yeah, but like I say, so man, Nate, he had the hands. Sean, he had the skill, but like I said, he was a thinker. You know what I mean? So being around him, coming up, you know what I mean, under him, like he would always tell me to read my Bible and pray, and you know what I mean, just get myself focused. Like he would always, you know what I mean, saying words of encouragement, you know what I mean, or if I'm finding myself doing something wrong, he would be the first person to run up on me, like want to put hands on me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, little bro,
what is you doing?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know that this is wrong. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like literally getting in the street, you know what I mean, and getting at it. You know what I mean? And so that's why I say this is true love. If you my brother in Christ, you know what I mean, bro, I run up on you. Like, if you know you're doing something wrong, homie, you know this is not the will of God. Like, dude, are you tripping? Really? You know what I'm saying? If I throw these hands on you, you gonna look at me. But like I say, I respect him.
Right.
When I got older and I started having kids, you know what I mean, you understand that love. Because you don't want your kids, you don't want anybody that you love, you know what I mean, to go through, you know what I mean, the things that you had to go through when you can get the help right now. You know what I mean? So yeah, boss. So anyway, make a long story short, boss. You know what I mean? Those two was my yin and yang. My brother that had the attitude, you know what I'm saying, he was the one that teach him how to shoot, stab, whatever, murder you type, strap you up to a chair, you know what I mean, and torture you type. You know what I mean? My brother Sean, he was more like, you know what I mean, bring peace, love, mercy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything is love. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But when you catch him on them days that's not okay, like he'll leave, take his strap, go to the woods, and boom, 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 just to get his frustration out. Right. You know what I mean? It's been plenty of times he didn't did that because he didn't want to kill nobody. You know what I mean? But he had that mentality. And so watching these people grow up in the environment that we was in, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, it make you really be grateful, you know what I mean, for the knowledge, you know what I mean, that you know what I mean, that you received growing up. Yeah, hey, boss?
Yeah.
What you looking out there for? So, he was like, what you see?
He was the spirit was about
Yeah,
to you know, so he had to make sure like, all right, cool.
I'm good.
Yeah, no, but for real though, yeah, man. So to answer your question, man, my brother was like my motivator, one who led the path for me. And like I said, when he passed away, yeah, man, I was done with martial arts. I was done with God. I was done because I'm thinking like, you know, how
they
can
abandon me?
Well, not even abandoned, like the vision, you know what I mean, was for us to have our own school and, you know what I mean, and teach, you know what I mean, people, you know what I mean, the word of God through the arts, you know, training people, you know what I mean, for the days that we're living in now and what's about to come. You know what I mean? We don't know that destruction is coming, you know what I mean? And so the whole point is to prepare, you know what I mean, for those times. You know what I mean? And so when he passed, I was done. I'm talking about, man, like it put a monkey wrench in the system. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't even train like I wanted to. I didn't have nobody to talk to. Y'all guys was gone. You know what I mean? Cash was gone. I didn't have Cash's number. You know what I mean? So I'm isolated by myself. You know what I mean? Really nobody to talk to. You know what I mean? They understood where I was coming from. And he got kids. You know what I mean? I got, you know, my nieces and nephews. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I love y'all. And if y'all hear this, you know what I mean? So, and to know that he's gone and he's not there for his kids. You know what I mean? Like, well, that's devastating. That makes you just have a huge reality check. And so the pieces that was broken was completely shattered. And so you can't build that again. It don't exist. The vision was we be side by
build
side
something
teaching.
new.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So when he's gone, I had to start from scratch. And so I kind of gave up on music, everything. Like I'm like, God, do you even exist? Why would you told me that he was going to be here? Like, or did I make that up? You know what I mean? And so what he left me, you know what I mean, is what I'm giving you today. This is family, boss.
Yeah.
All that I'm rocking, what I'm trying to bring out, man, this is family. You know what I mean? And so, like, this blood ties to this. So if you have an experience, you know what I'm saying, with God and everything that you're doing through the martial arts, man, this is blood ties going all the way back from the blood of Christ, you know what I mean, shed on the cross. You know what I mean? Like, it runs deep. You know what I mean? I don't want to get too, but like I say, but that's the.
Now I get you.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And so yeah, man, it gets real, man. So I know y'all know me to be deep, but like I said, it's just the truth, man. If you want to have these conversations, we can have these conversations, you know what I mean? But going back to his thing, though, with the whole religious thing, like, that's why I couldn't, when he say he's not religious, I'm like, me either. And you talking about what different churches want you to do, this, is that, and the other, you know what I mean? Yeah, because they have an agenda. You know what I mean? See, God wants you to be free, you know what I mean? But the pastor wants you to be a slave because there's money involved.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? If you really taught your congregation, you know what I mean, what the spirit is, you know what I mean, then probably you would come to church with a different aspect on what the ministry is. It's the Great Commission, you know what I mean, to go out there and gain souls, you know what I mean, for Christ. You know what I mean, and understand the warfare that we up against. We don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principality and rulers of darkness in high places, according to Scripture. You see what I'm saying? So when you understand that mindset, that you're not battling the physical, you're battling things that you cannot see.
Yeah.
So therefore, that should change your way of thinking. I'm not battling you. Everybody dealing with a struggle or dealing with a stronghold. You're fighting a stronghold in a person's mind. You can call them demons. You can call them illnesses. You can call them whatever, whatever. But that is an unclean thing. And so with the whole vibration thing we were talking about earlier, people don't understand that they're living vibrations. You know what I mean, living sound.
Say that for the people right quick.
Living vibration, living sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
No,
you know what I mean?
No, break that down for the people right quick.
Yeah.
What you mean by
broke it down
vibration? Because you broke it down earlier. I tried to get y'all to stop. But, you know.
Well, basically, man, everybody wanna hop on words, and knowing that words only puffs up and makes a person proud in their thinking. You know what I mean, to make you on a stature or whatever, like you better than somebody just because you can articulate words.
Right.
You know what I mean? But Satan was the same way. You know what I mean? He know how to talk to you in a way that, you know what I mean, that make you come out your clothes type, you know what I mean? And you wonder why you standing butt naked and he walking off with your stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's the point, you know, everybody want to get all politically right when it comes to the word of God, but not understanding way back in those days, you want to go to Paleo Hebrew, all the way back to like even Chinese culture, like all this stuff come from like signs and symbols. You know, these tones and vibrations. You know what I mean? In the beginning was the word, was the sound. You know what I mean? Vibration, tone, frequency. When we was created, when you look around you, this all what this is. It's nothing but, you know what I mean? Vibration, frequency, energy. That we just talked about earlier. You time and space. You know what I mean? You hear one moment, then you're gonna be gone the next. You know what I mean? So what did you do? Did you fulfill your purpose? You know what I mean? The reason why you wake up every day. You know what I mean? Like why you really here? Is it for the clubs and alcohol and, you know what I mean, the clubs and having sex with many different women and men, or, you know, like what is the point and purpose?
Right.
You know what I mean? Are you being a solution, or are you being the problem? You know what I mean? So, and that's the goal. Life is hard. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not easy. We all stumble and fall, but somebody got to be grown up and tell the truth to know that we're just vibrations. I mean, we frequency. You know what I mean? I can say something to you, and it can throw your whole vibration off. You can pass by somebody and get goosebumps because of the vibration of these people, what they're carrying.
Right.
You know what I mean? So to make a long story short, like I told you, the frequency of discernment. I mean, you can walk into place and you can tell that something is happening because you can feel somebody pulling your energy.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And see, and that could be if you're spiritual, you can tell that God wants you probably to talk to this person. You know what I mean? But if you're not aware, then you just didn't miss that. You know what I mean? It's like you can't be religious. You can't be closed in because religion only teach you, you know what I mean, to be concerned about what the church says.
Right.
It's not really concerned about what ministry is or the Great Commission. You see what I'm saying? So that's two different things. They go in two different directions, two different roads.
It's not really worried about the greater good.
Exactly. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because if it was about the greater good, then we all would be set free. You know what I mean? It'll be like the enemy will expose itself quickly and try to shut that down to keep you ignorant.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ignorance is how he stayed on the throne. Knowledge and exposing the darkness is where it is. You see what I'm saying? Like Sean used to be on that all the time. You know what I mean? Exposing the darkness, fighting against the darkness. I asked many people. One person asked me, "How do you fight against the darkness?" With the word of God. The word of God is the light. You see what I'm saying?
Switch. I
If
mean,
that's just like if we cut these lights off right now, you'll see how fast the darkness will consume this room.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you can tell right now with that concept, we already winning. What's going on with you, boss? I feel you over here.
Oh, nothing. I'm just listening.
I feel you over here.
I listen.
Yeah,
I listen. I
but-
take everything that you say and I just listen and play it in my head, bro.
Yeah, well, like I said, I want your feedback. You know what I mean? Because a person that says they really don't know God, or when they say, like the religious aspect of it, you know, like the church, like you, I don't know if you've been hurt by the church before.
No, I just
Did he touch
they didn't touch me.
Okay.
show me on the dog when you touch it.
Right here.
What's your religious background though?
Oh, Catholic.
Catholic.
Yeah.
I could have spoke that off the top though.
Catholic.
Yeah, that's I'm not, but already, you know what I'm saying? If you want to talk about the Vatican and all that good stuff, you know what I mean? We
I'm so against the Vatican.
Yeah,
I'm
we can-
so-
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we-
Let's touch on it though.
yeah,
What's up?
I am against-
Get it off your chest.
I am against.
we can get real for a minute, can't we?
Like, how many people has the Catholic religion been responsible for murdering
Come on,
over the
man.
past decades,
Decades.
thousands of years? You know, it's like I'm against all of that.
Council show.
Cancel,
That's how you get canceled.
cancel me.
That's how you get canceled.
Like if I give a fuck, I go back to my normal duties. I'm just a normal dude.
Exactly.
See, they don't need me. They don't need me here.
How
I'm
many,
gonna cause a
how many
problem. I'm gonna cause a
pedophiles
problem.
they just kind of
I'ma cause a
hid or
problem.
moved around and stuff
Or
like
refused
that?
to
You know what I
believe.
mean?
One man is that close to God.
Exactly,
You're a man
but,
just like
you
I
know.
am, bro.
Yeah,
You're
They
nothing
say,
special about you.
yeah.
You know,
I'm sorry.
But it's like I say, man, but when you live in a world like this, man, like, dude, man, war is right at the front door of America, man. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, boss. And the truth is going to be
Spiritual
exposed, man. Like, we finna see some stuff that you're not ready for.
And there
man.
you go. I was just about to say that when people that say that don't believe, and I was going to touch this earlier. You taught me this, that even if you don't believe, be the change. Like let's say he doesn't believe, right? Because I have one of my other best friends probably is atheist, but be the brother though. You know, you say God is love, love is God. Be the brother, be the change. If he's never had a good friend, be the good friend. You know what I mean? Like if my brother doesn't believe, hey, it's okay you don't believe, but I'm gonna show you what a good, kind-hearted person is. I'm gonna be me.
Man, let me tell you something, man. The Bible simply says this: it's not the bad thing that God do to have a person repent; it's the good things. Mm-hmm. God is a good God, boss. We just need to stop and understand and count our blessings. When you wake up every day and you got breath in your lung, man, people die. COVID is killing many people, man.
That's the right.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying, man? There's all type of frequencies through our atmosphere, boss. We don't know what we're up against, boss. But God keep waking you up. It's a reason why you're here. Past all this, the cameras and the microphone, you know what I mean? Like, for real, somebody could be dealing with something today. You know what I mean? Not understanding that God have woken you up with a purpose. You see what I'm saying? Even to show love to somebody, even expectations. You know what I mean? Just expecting something from God, something, just a small good thing.
Right.
Somebody waving at you. I mean, just trying to make your day better. It's just the small things that we overlook because we so conditioned, we so programmed. You know what I mean? If you can ever get out, man, just go to a park or a lake and just chill out, dog.
Yeah.
Just cut your mind off for a little bit.
You'll see. There's
Detach from the computer for a little bit.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Preach.
I got my boy David over there said, "Preach, preach."
Now, I also wanted to touch on something. I think you guys can all agree on this. When people say, I don't believe in God, that's fine. You don't have to. You know, we're not pushing nothing. But also just remember this, that if you go on TV, now that everybody's throwing up the 666, the snakes, the demons, I mean, you
It's
know what I mean?
programming.
It's everywhere.
It's programming.
Exactly. But you see what I mean? That's like, oh, he doesn't exist. If that was so, Then how come we got the demonic everything now?
Dude, man, this
You can't believe in the devil without believing in God.
Man,
Thank you.
Dude, do you know that this have always existed? Like the truth, what's being revealed has always existed.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Even Revelation talk about how the books are going to be open. Like more knowledge is going to be increased. You know what I mean? Like this is what I'm saying. Like we should take this. You know what I mean? Take advantage. You know what I mean? Of the knowledge. You know what I mean? That's being revealed to us. A lot of people are going through a lot of struggles. You know what I mean? Even like on TikTok, like it's a lot of people out there putting out good information. You know what I mean? About health, about you know what I mean? Herbs. It's just natural, God-giving. You know what I mean? Seed. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Like, so what I'm saying. So, and like I said, I feel like it's my job, my duty. You know what I mean? To keep reminding people. You know what I mean? That God is good. It goes back to what Devine Fist is. He's the ultimate authority. He ain't doing anything. You know what I mean? To destroy you. He said He want to give you life and life with abundance. You see what I'm saying? So while you hold on to the negative ain't doing nothing but causing being a cancer in your body. Come on, man. Like the more stressed out you be, the more you find you're sick.
Yeah,
Man,
it's been proven.
Sick,
It's been
depressed,
Man, come on, boss.
all that kind of
Once
stuff.
again, because you're programmed.
Yeah.
You're programmed to think this way. But if you program yourself through the word or friendship, through training, you know what I mean, to break free. Oh, boss, man, I'm telling you, man, you will see the freedom what Christ is talking about.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like I said, that's why I don't judge.
That's why I put martial artists and I shouldn't do this, but
What you mean?
I put martial artists and Christians on a higher pedestal.
See, you say Christians.
I mean, just like, well,
But what is it you
that's
say
a-
Christians? Christians, you know, I mean, when you, I don't want to break that word down because I know there's a lot of people listening worldwide.
No,
you know what I mean?
no, go ahead.
No,
Do
but
it.
but
Do
sorry,
it.
Six
but
fans.
but
Or 6 fans.
well,
6.5,
David.
bro.
well,
Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.
It's because modern day terminology, you know, it's supposed to be people who follow Christ.
Right.
You know, the Mashiach. If you want to get
That's
technical,
what it's supposed to be.
yes, you know what I mean.
Say it louder.
But like how the Christ is a conscience. It's a conscience, you know what I mean, of awareness.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? To be transformed into, you know what I mean, to be like Christ, you know what I mean, for that consciousness to take over you. You know what I mean? People don't fully understand. Like, there's a lot of people, say Christians, fully not understanding, you know what I mean, the whole Christianity, how it came to be.
Pickpocket.
Yeah, I mean, it's it got
Picking and choosing.
There you go.
well, they have a dark past to it. You know what I mean? For us to be calling ourselves this now, you know what I mean? We are children of God. We're children of the Most High. We're children of the light. We're light beings. You know what I mean? But once again, words have power. Words can build or it can destroy.
Right.
What do you use it for? You know what I mean? And so therefore, if you're ignorant, I can say something to you that you're not knowing that it can be a curse over you that will stop you from growing. You see what I'm saying? So, but when you understand that Christ, you know what I mean, is the anointed one.
Right.
You know what I mean? And to know that if He's anointed and you are, you know what I mean, supposed to be like Christ, then you're anointed. You've been chosen to believe this way. Therefore, that your mind is not the same. You know what I mean? You have transformed into a new being. You know what I mean? So the light, you know what I mean, is what we need to be consuming.
Right.
To my how we eat, everything.
Right.
Period. The hope that concept don't, you know what I mean, take y'all like over your head. The food that we consume, you know what I mean, is either going to be a burden to you or it's going to be life to you. You see what I'm saying? So that's the choice that we make. That's the free will that we have to
Right.
consume what's right or consume what's bad. The tree,
Build or destroy.
And the bad's just usually so easy.
It's just
Yeah.
so easy and cheap.
Well, it's supposed to be easy.
Yeah, it's
I
cheaper
like
too.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cheaper.
it's
It
easy.
is.
I mean,
easy.
that's why you can go to McDonald's with $20 and you can quote unquote feed a family of 10. But you take that same $20 and go to Whole Foods and you might get a snack. I mean,
I don't know.
am I the only one that's seeing this?
I don't know about feeding a family of 10. The price has gone up.
Okay.
Feed a family of 5.
Should I say thanks, Biden? No.
Thank you, Biden.
No, it's okay. Say, I'm not in the
Thanks, Obama.
politics like that, man. No, that's not me, man.
Oh, McDonald's $2.69. My gas is $4.
But okay. Here's the thing, because as a matter of fact, I got to talking with one of my coworkers about this. All right, who's the asshole in this? If Exxon makes $2 billion a year, do they have to raise prices?
No.
But what?
So who's the asshole?
Biden. No. Yes. Because if the American government wanted to regulate prices on medications, gas, just in general, everything, they would do it.
But okay, on that note, if the McDouble is $1, and McDonald's makes $2 billion a year, if they raise the McDouble to $2, who's the asshole? Is it Biden again for not regulating McDonald's hamburgers?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, it's not.
I know it's not, but I'm gonna take it
Exxon's the
regardless.
asshole. Chevron's the asshole.
So look, no, yeah, and it's true.
It's not Biden.
But-
it's not Trump. It's not none of these presidents that they quote unquote. There is no shortage.
Exactly.
No, there is no shortage. But at the end of the day, we could take the insulin medication. Why is insulin so much cheaper in other countries, but the United States?
Why isn't it free? Because they found a way to get the COVID vaccine free.
Exactly.
But we can't get insulin free.
So why is that? why is
I'm getting
America?
a phone call. It says FBI. Shut the fuck up.
FBI is like, so
That's okay. That's Agent Steve. Don't worry about it. He's cool.
But like I was saying though, people pickpocket just would pick and choose what they want to say.
Pick and choose.
And even in politics, you hear them like even, when Donald Trump was saying half of what he said, like some of the verse, illegals need to respect this land or something like that.
See, this is why I said I don't talk politics.
Yeah.
Because go back what I was saying in Ephesians.
Right.
You know what I mean? My mind is not with this illusion.
Right.
What is
Exactly.
Delusion.
It's illusion.
Yeah. This is something to keep the people, you know what I mean, blind and sleep. To know that if you are truly trusting in God, He will provide. I don't care if the economy falls or whatever. You know what I mean? God, you know what I mean, carry the children of Israel, you know what I mean, through the desert. You see what I'm saying? They clothes didn't even wear out
For 40 years.
You know, come on, man. So, boss, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's not the things that I serve. It's the God that I serve.
Right.
The Most High that I serve. You know what I mean? The Elohim that I serve. You know what I mean? So when you put the right, once again, change the lens. When you change the lens and see that this stuff is nothing but the matrix,
Right.
then you unplug.
Yeah, once you realize and see the world for what it is, like here's something that so I was talking to my coworker. I'll tell you like this. It took me 40 some odd years, but I've just solved all of the problems with the world. I solved it. I know how to get everybody to
Hold
get
on,
everything.
FBI is calling me again. Tell Rashad to shut the fuck up.
No. Okay. No.
is that the window?
Hold on. No. I was saying
Say, man, hey, you tripping?
Okay.
Let me get out the way.
Nah, it's all good.
All right, so if you see a red dot, bro, like don't worry.
I'm
about
just standing out the way, bro. I'm
bro,
gonna let you talk.
if I get hit, my purpose
it.
has
Right?
been completed.
But okay, so
I'm gonna level up to a
so
Super
in order,
Saiyan.
the world
Super
doesn't
Saiyan 13.
the world doesn't have a resource problem. We've got plenty of money, we got plenty of food, we got plenty of oil, we got plenty of resources. The world has plenty of resources. What we have is a distribution problem. We have plenty. We have areas where there's too much, and there's areas where there's not enough. I say this because I explained a buffet to a Nigerian guy.
More than enough.
The
bro.
concept blew
Yes,
his
sir.
mind.
Yeah.
He was like, "Wait, so you go and he said, so you go to the place,
I like
And
that
they have their
Nigerian
food.
accent.
Yeah.
and then you get the food, and you get more food." I was like, "Yeah." It's like, so at the end of the day, what do they do with the food? Oh, they throw it away. What?
Yeah.
So they take the food, the good food, and they throw it in the trash.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
But see, the
Wait, no. Rashad, you tell me they take the good food. The food is good. And they throw it in the trash.
yeah.
I was like, yeah, bro. No. Rashad, they take their food. Again, they take the food, the good food, and they throw it in the trash. Yeah. What? Rashad, why did they do this? I was like, bro, it's America. He's like, do you know what they do in my country? They take the food, they give it to the poor.
There you go. But see, they would have all kinds of lies.
So
Inspired.
That's why you have to be the change.
100%.
I don't believe in politics.
Exactly.
It's an illusion. Man,
Each one teach one.
My neighbor, you know what I mean, is my brother, and I try to take care of. If 1,000 people had that same concept, together we all in this together.
Yep.
If we all in this together, I mean, then we would treat each other better.
100%.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I shouldn't, man, even if the economy crashed, boss, like, I shouldn't have to go to war with you, you know what I mean, just to survive. Why we can't come together and build something?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Like I say, if we sticking to our Constitution, our rights, you know what I mean, as people, you know what I mean, we the people, you know what I mean, boss, man, like, we good. I mean, we good. We can crop. We can come together and form our own society.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
You
But
grow
they
some
don't-
corn here, I'll
Yeah.
grow some peas here, bro.
Man, you get
we got a feast.
and then you get a military. We can train them in the arts. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my mentality. You know what I mean? And like I said, me and my kung fu brother Daryl, man, like we talk about this, man. Like, you know, we trying to prepare. Even big shouts out to my boy Van. You know what I mean? Like we talk about the end time type stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, so you know, my mindset is there. You know, and I love everybody, man. Like I have no problems with nobody. But like I say, if you want to get it there, like. I try my best not to be violent. You know what I mean? Because if I have to fight you, I'm not here to play with you.
There you go.
I want your eyeballs in my hand. God, you know
Well,
what I'm saying?
That's how
We're just
You know what I'm
bringing
saying?
enlightenment.
Yeah,
to
this
them,
the
you know,
truth.
if that's
Well, with that being said, do you think like now I feel like it should be a law for women and kids
For-
to learn martial arts?
Boss, you know, Devine Fist. You know.
hey,
Hey,
shout out DFK.
Yeah, DFK all day, every day. That's the goal. That's the goal. Is to understand that our women is in trouble.
Thank you.
Boss, I got 2 girls, man. You know what I mean? And so, as a young age, I've been trying to get them to learn martial arts for the longest.
Right.
You know, I don't know if it's maybe too hard, too rough for them. You know what I mean? But these are my kids. You know, I'm not finished to a lot of my kids. You know what I mean? It's not going to be easy. The world is not going to. Nobody's going to come and give you anything. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even salvation is not free. You know what I mean? So you got to give up something. So, you know, women need to understand that men still have the strength over them, even though women have this masculine energy.
Don't get me started.
But it's still Divine Fist talking though. This is still the kung
I
fu
get you.
Yeah.
talking. You know what I mean? We're going across the board with it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So women,
Because it's all encompassing.
yeah, women are the most beautiful, probably the most stronger than the men. And the reason why I say that because they bear children.
Right.
They are emotional, you know what I mean, creatures that can go from 1,000.
Shelly.
So would you say that? There's
We
there's
got a woman
masculine
clapping
power.
in the comments.
There's masculine power and there's feminine power, and a woman is a master of feminine power, and a man would be master of masculine power, and there's a reason for that.
Yes, I agree. I agree to the utmost.
And I'm gonna just leave that.
But like I said, but that's why, you know what I mean, even a lot of relationships, you know what I mean, fall because, you know, a man in these days are not being masculine enough where the woman have to take on those roles and vice versa. You know what I mean? The men become women and women become men. You know, I see a lot of this online. You know what I mean? It bothers me, and I pray for the people. Is because this is the curse, you know what I mean, that God talked about in Genesis. You know what I mean? That, you know, the woman need to submit, you know what I mean, themselves to their husbands. You know what I mean? Like the point of when Adam and Eve, when they was created, and there was she's a helpmeet to whatever need that God put in Adam in the garden. She came as a helpmeet. You see what I'm saying? But it seems like the roles have changed. Like the man's supposed to help meet the woman's need. You know what I mean? And that's not the case. It's just that over here in the West, you know what I mean, we get this type of doctrine is because what the women had to go through. You know what I mean? Because men don't respect women or they treat them like shit. You know what I mean? And then they have no choice but to be strong and stand on their own.
Right.
There's no men out here, you know what I mean, that's willing to take them and love them for who they are.
They
If
weren't
they're-
caring and protecting.
If they're exactly, they come this way. The Bible says she is the weaker vessel. A man is made to be strong. Now on our end, we don't know how to express ourselves. You know what I mean, to a woman. She come with all the emotional and want to give and nurturing, you know what I mean, vibe. But when the man is trying to be on that level, he's categorized as being soft, or he's simping, or he doing all this other BS, man. Like it makes me mad because a man can't be vulnerable in front of women. Like what's
I'm talking
There you go.
you throwing gang signs. You know
No,
what I
I'm
mean?
talking to.
Like, wait a minute, do I need to go? You know what I'm saying? But
Shout out to East Side.
yeah,
Shut up.
West. But no, man. But I love women. You know what I mean? And I don't want to see them destroyed. But and my brothers, you know what I mean? We as men, need to own up to our responsibility. You know what I mean? Even if you're not working out with, the woman that you're with or had problems in the past, you know what I mean? You still shouldn't treat her like she's garbage. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because she buried your children. You know what I mean? And sometimes a lot of, women don't understand that role, or a lot of men don't understand that role. Well, she did this to you. Well, no, I have no problem with her. You know what I mean? If I leave her, you know what I mean, whatever it is, you know what I mean, I still respect her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because my kids got to see me interact with their mom.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So if I'm not in their presence, you know what I mean, they still need to see me being a man, treating this woman like a woman.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But most cats ain't like that.
Yeah, especially girls.
Mandilon.
You know, because I got girls too. You know, so I'll go ahead.
I'm so sorry. It's because somebody in the comments says, yeah, it's because what referring to your comment. They said it's because something they call him a mandilon.
Mandilon.
Why you look at me?
No, how do you?
Why you look at me?
Why are you looking directly at Pio?
Pretty much a simp. Pretty much a simp. I don't like how you just looked at me when you said that.
I don't know how to translate to the English. Mandilon would
It's
be
pretty much a simp.
a simp.
It's a guy that's
Pio, you be simping over there?
No.
Wait a minute.
I ain't never simp.
So I don't understand the question. So it's wrong to be a simp?
Well, they said. I mean, what you were.
No, they say what you were saying in the Spanish culture. They call that a mandilon. Like when you said that a guy can't be
Right, vulnerable,
you know,
They
and
call
stuff.
them, yeah.
But then if a guy can't be vulnerable and then he's 100% masculine and not on her level, you know what I mean? Then he would destroy her. He would beat her.
Right.
He would treat her like shit. You know what I mean? And so many women think that's love.
Nope.
And women, it is not love.
No,
I
it is
repeat,
not.
it is not love. If a dude is putting their hands on you,
In
you
anger?
need to escape.
I'm just saying.
The next door, you know what I mean? You need to leave immediately.
I will say
Exit
this,
immediately.
though, that it's your surroundings too. Like, see, like men right now, and I can say this: if one of us is fucking up, and you were messing up, then we go out to AE. You're wrong for that, bro.
Yeah.
And you would be like, all right, bro, you're right, because you have 3 people telling you you're wrong.
Right.
You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
You tell me that all the time.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You're wrong.
All the time.
But you see, we're holding each other accountable.
Like, hey,
Constantly
should
do
I get a Sprite or should I get a Coke? And I get a Sprite. You're like, no, you're wrong.
that? No. You're wrong. But
It's a black drink, Sprite.
But that's what I'm saying is that, and women need to do the same thing. Hey, hold your girl accountable. If she's being toxic, hey, knock that shit off. You see what I'm saying? But
Man,
no, it's not.
Man, see, here we go with this toxic. You know what I mean? This man, like, toxic. Like, every time I hear
Toxic
that,
masculinity, toxic
Oh, my man,
femininity.
this is-
You're not
see what
into
I'm
the
saying?
whole.
we just talk about words, man.
We gotta hold each other accountable and maybe like, hey, be a better person, bro. You see, but people don't.
That's
wanna
what
do
it
that.
should be about.
Don't be a yes man. Don't be a yes girl. I guess you know.
Dude, for one thing, I'm understanding. If you be real to your woman, she gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
Right.
Either gonna poop or get off the pipe. You don't be sitting on it like, you know what I mean, and you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be taking care of a woman, take care of a woman.
Right.
You know what I mean, and the woman should respect you enough, you know what I mean, to not try to bleed you. You know what I mean, and be like, hey baby, no, I got this. You know what I mean, let me take care of you sometime. Or, you know, it's a balance. Once again, it goes back to Devine Fist Kung Fu all day long, y'all. I hope y'all see this. You know what I mean, it's the way of life. You know what I mean, that there is no angles that, you know what I mean, Devine Fist don't hit. You know what I mean, I understand. Like, for real, you know what I mean, like,
Yeah.
like,
Trust
for
me,
real.
I know. I've locked up with him.
You know what I mean? So even when it comes to females, like Kyle, man. Bro, Kyle, what's up, man? Like, must
Hey,
love
shout
to you,
out
Kyle.
to
Like,
Kyle,
hey,
man.
hey.
You gotta meet him.
And Kiera, remember back in the day,
Yeah,
y'all used to call,
yeah.
what y'all
Shout
call
out
him?
to Kiera.
What y'all
Yeah.
call him back in the day? Like some type of superhero.
We call it the Wonder Twins.
The Wonder Twins, that's what
That's
it
right.
was.
We call them the Wonder Twins. That's right. Call them the Wonder Twins. Hey, that was bad, bro.
Man, like,
That was bad.
teaching them was a, man, it was an honor. I met Kiera before I met Kyle.
Yeah.
She the one who introduced me to Kyle.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean, and that's history. You know what I mean. But even Kiera, like her
Yeah.
kung fu, You know
Hey,
what I mean?
shout out to Kyle. Get at me, son.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, get at
Yeah,
me.
like, man, this dude, man, he's a realist. He all over the place, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Big
Get at
ups,
me.
you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna have to link up, bro. That
Yeah,
was,
man, God
that was my
bless you,
little
man.
bro.
Yeah, man, yeah. Even you, man, you watched him grow. You started
Exactly.
before.
Exactly. That was my little bro.
Yeah, man.
That was
Like,
my little bro.
yeah, man. And like I said, I gotta say this. You know, I get back to the point, but Kyle and Rashad, they were sparring. We was in Towns of Riverside, right? Yeah. And Kyle, he been training.
All right.
That is not the bell. For real?
We got a bell now?
Yeah, we got a bell. That's Dookie's. Y'all ain't got to go home.
Y'all gotta get the fuck out of here.
Got to get the fuck out of here.
Already.
So,
Well, it was
hey, but tell the story right quick. Tell the story right quick.
Much love. Well, anyway, trying to make it quick now, man. I can't rush this one. You know what I mean? Well, anyway, we was at Towns of Riverside and we sparring. You know what I mean? And I told Kyle. You know, because Kyle been training with me deeply, going through some serious techniques. I was trying to send him. You know what I mean? To his white belt. We go from black to white instead of white to black. It's just a meaning behind it. But anyway, this particular situation, Kyle wanted to. Rashad wanted to lock up with Kyle, and Kyle, you know what I mean? Like I say, he's training hard and. They was going through some techniques. I told Kyle, don't train with people that's not ready for you yet. And Rashad did some techniques, and it was beautiful. And I guess he thought the Kyle was open. He did like a reverse block and came back, man, until my glasses flew off.
Oh, yeah, when Kyle caught me. Yeah, he did he did a nice technique. It was nice.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was nice.
And Rashad, I said, and I told Kyle, man, like, hey, man, like for real, like you need to calm down. Even JT laughed. I'm like, man, that's not what it's about. You know what I mean? And Rashad got up humble. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's why I respect Rashad. You know, because he got up. You know what I mean? Congratulating his brother.
Yeah.
Because probably on any other person, he probably would have got him. You know what I mean? That technique. But Kyle knew. You know what I mean? The next technique. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was beautiful, man.
Yeah, that was the thing because before then I would have got Kyle.
I'm getting beat up by the, you know what I'm saying, the pops, you know what I'm saying?
but like
Gotta
to
learn
see my little bro come up like that, I'm like, yeah, that's what's up.
That was huge, man.
Yeah,
That was huge.
I mean the show was great. But anyway,
Sad, man. This has to come to an end. But E, thank you so much for calling, man. It's truly a blessing just to come.
thank you.
To share the story.
I was nervous, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning, but yeah, after I started.
No, man. Hey, by the way, shout out to my homie, man. I mean, I think it's in Beijing.
Oh,
We hit
okay.
Beijing today.
We hit Beijing.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
this what's up.
So,
Shout
yeah,
outs.
but thank you for coming, man. Is there anywhere people can reach you at?
Man, right now, you know what I mean, everything is still under construction, you know what I'm saying, but if you're trying to reach out to me, it's onedivinestyle@yahoo.com. You know, I'm gonna try to get some things set up where I'll be selling my merch, you know what I mean, and even if you're in the McKinney area, there's a school that I'm trying to get associated with. It's TBT. It's in McKinney. The coach there, his name is AC. I just met this guy. He got an open tournament coming up, I think this weekend. You know what I'm saying? Open, like you can, it's all freestyle fighters from the streets, man. Like you need to sign up, you know what I mean, and get weighed in. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna be there this Sunday, if it's this Sunday. I'm not mistaken. But big shout out to my homie, man. I just met him. You know what I mean? And so yeah, we try to get that going. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, yeah, Devine Fist, number one love, God get the glory. Yeah.
All right, one more time. Where they can reach you at?
One Devine Style, spelled out. You know what I mean? ONEDIVINESTYLE at yahoo.com, for sure.
Any other social media like Instagram, Facebook?
Once again, I'm working on it. Like if they reach out to me in that area, then I can send them somewhere. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's a lot of stuff that I'm working on right
Whenever
now.
you get it all set up, let us know and we'll
for sure. And expect some music coming from here pretty soon.
He gonna work on our intro, so we gonna get that.
Chavez, anything, my guy?
Nah, man, just y'all be good, y'all be safe. It's a weekend, enjoy it. That's it.
Once again, thank you so much, Sibaki. We appreciate you coming by. Again, I want to give you your roses while you can smell them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just to let you know how big of an influence you've been to myself. I know I can speak for my brother.
Yeah.
Definitely been a big influence. Definitely been an influence to everybody you touch. You know, PO. You know, anybody that has been in contact with you. I know that you've made a big impact. And I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, man. Same here, man. I'm proud of y'all. Keep doing what you're doing.
Hey, thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
thank you,
man.
thank you.
I don't even. That was beautiful. I don't want to end nothing there. Thank you guys. Tune in next week.
Yeah.
Peace.
Don't be a dick.
They say I walk like a king, talk like a king. You can act around now, say the same thing. They chasing the fame, they all want the name. But they ain't got what's running through these veins. Say I walk like a king, talk like a king. You can ask around, I now say the same thing. They chasing the fame, they got what the name. But they ain't got what's running through these veins. Make way for the king.